Brother. Mr. Bat, stop it!
Ripper was there, and then the bat came. What? And Ripper was gone. What? This bitch ass bat! I saw it too. Shit was great.
Stupid,
Ripper
man.
got taken out by the bat. I watched it happen.
Damn, man, that hurt. Like, it's just, damn, man, what are the fucking odds that shit happens, man? We played that map a lot, and I've never got hit by them bats, man. Like what are the odds that shit happens, man?
What? This bitch ass bat! This bitch ass bat! What? This bitch ass bat!
So we're taking Jay here to Candyland for his little solo adventure in the basement.
Give it my best. I'll give it
How long are you going for? How long are you gonna make it? What's the goal?
15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah. I'm gonna turn the flashlight off. It is dark in here. Jay. I keep hearing like a... We've got to this place where this is not fun anymore. It's very weird, there's very weird, like, dolls out. Let me show you. Jay. Like, what is that? Who put that there? Why is that there? Jay. Why am I here?
So Jay piled his plate with just a ton of food. So this is all Jay after eating rice and 2 things of ramen. And now he has to eat it or else he's gonna get charged more.
Cool. This is Jay.
That's all Jay.
I'll help Jay with the chicken. Oh, please. My stomach. He's already spilled a bunch of ramen noodles.
They didn't have the proper utensils. They gave me like a spoon of holes in it. I wanted ice cream, but I guess I...
Thank you. What is that noise?
Solo lost money. Raylos are weird. Fuck Naughty Dog, and we will talk to you later.
What the freak?
What the hell? That was pretty good. What the fuck?
Wasn't expecting that. At the jail storm.
Welcome to Tuesday night's main event. Holy shit, Jay Hailstorm, that was funny. Watching Ripa just get mad at the bats is the best thing ever, dude. It's the best thing ever. But yes, we are here. We are live, and we got a great show tonight. Unfortunately for Jay, there's no Ryan. There's no Ryan. Jay, are you gonna be okay tonight?
I wonder if people even know what that was from, like with me in the night vision. So if Jake the Viking is our special guest here, and he invited me out to Penhurst Asylum in Pennsylvania, and I spent the night there as we were ghost hunting. And because so many people like to tweet, I got locked into a room called Candyland where they apparently they tortured people, and I had to stand in there and listen to bats hit me in the head and all kinds of. It was awful. So
You did great.
I lasted literally 4 minutes. I think I was gonna do 15. I was like, the video is on Jake the Viking's channel. You could check it out, and like that's something like. I think we all need to do. I think all of us geeks and gamers need to go to a haunted place with Jake and do an all-nighter and film. What do you think, chat? What do you think? We should put a poll in the chat and let everybody do it.
I like that. Well, Jake's been asking. Jake's been wanting to do that with us for a while.
I'm not doing
now,
it again,
so.
but you guys can do it.
Oh no, you're 100% doing it. There's 100%, dude. You have Jake and Beardo there. Okay, you're not gonna buy her. Nobody.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's ghosts that tickle you in places and make smells and all kinds of stuff. Like I ain't
more concerned about some meth head, man. That's why you gotta walk around with a piece.
Big crucifix. Nothing. I had Jesus, man. Like every second, like nothing was getting near me, man. Nothing was getting near me.
That is pretty awesome. I do want to do something like that. I mean, like St. Augustine, which is not too far away from us, is like one of the haunted capitals of the country.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's like one of the oldest cities in the U.S. Which
That's a good
there's
point.
a lot of tourist attractions there, which that's a kind of a turnoff for me. Where if it's a tourist attraction, but like if it's like a legitimate place that you can go to, like first of all, I'm not really a big believer in ghosts per se. I would love to be proven wrong, but I'm also creeped out. I'm also creeped out by.
Okay, so here's the funny thing. I said the same thing, and not to get rid of like, listen, I go to church, man, all that stuff. I said the same thing to Jake. I was like, I don't know if I'm the right person to take because I don't believe in this stuff. And there's one scene in the video where I was like, okay, this is weird. They took my flashlight, my flashlight that's in my home. Right over here. They took my flashlight and they said, set it on the ground because the spirit wants to talk to you. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Here, take my flashlight. They put the flashlight on the ground where they assumed whatever it was. The freaking it's in the video. The freaking flashlight turned on, turned off. And then they looked at me and they're like, well, it's your flashlight. You need to ask it questions. And I'm like, I'm not talking to my flashlight. And I was like, are you here? The freaking flashlight turned on, then turned off. And I'm like, all right, I'm done. Like, I'm good, man. Like, I am done. We are in an insane asylum that was closed down in the 80s in the basement or wherever it was. And I'm like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. So I was like, can I get my flashlight back? Like, that's all I want to know. So that thing was wild, man.
I would have left it there. It's cursed.
Yeah, but I paid good money for that flashlight.
Yeah, it was his. Belonged to him.
I would have left it there. Like, here, that's yours now.
It's a nice flashlight. I got it over here. For whatever it was, I don't care what people say is fake or false, whatever. All I know is I gave my flashlight. It turned on. It turned off when I talked to it, and I was like, that's it. I'm done.
And it was your flashlight. Your flashlight.
Yeah, it's over. I have it over there.
Okay. All right. Ripple, what do you think about all this? I'm dying to know. I gotta know.
Shit, I don't fucking know, man. I ain't done 100 shit in life fucking since I was young. I also lived in a bunch of weird places, so it's like, shit like old towns and shit. Like, I've lived where people say weird shit happens all the time. Living like in like fucking Joanne, Arkansas, a place nobody's fucking heard of, old as fuck. Being in old churches and shit. I done felt weird shit. Let's just say that. As far as like, I don't know. I feel like I ain't the only motherfucker there, but I'm the only motherfucker there. So, yeah, I've been there, done that for sure.
When I say I don't believe in it, it's just I've never experienced it, at least to my knowledge. Do I want to? Yes. I mean, like, I'm fascinated by shit like even the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, and all that, just because I want it to be real. Like, I want shit like that to be a real thing. It's just I've never experienced anything like it, and so. But I'm more than open for Jake to take me somewhere to prove me that.
We can do that.
That sounds awesome. It really does. Like the whole crew. We get the whole crew. We carpool. We rent something. I don't know, a big ass SUV or a van or something, and we vlog it. We take this trip to wherever Jake can set it up. And we do some type of partnership with Geeks Gamers and Jake. I think that will be badass. And Drunk 3PO Jay will be coming. Jay will be there, front and center.
Yeah, I got my holy water.
Yeah,
my crucifix,
and his flashlight.
Shotgun with silver slugs, baby. You gotta have that too.
But yeah, so it is Tuesday night's main event. We're getting this party started. We got young Ripa, who just hired a new employee for the EpicVerse.
Yeah.
Ripa, tell us about that real quick, man. That's badass.
Oh, well, yeah. Shit. Where do I start with that? So EpicVerse is just been a big week. That's why I haven't done a whole lot of videos and stuff. But, one of the things that we kind of led with was bringing on Carl Lynn, who you guys may know, who was wrongfully, terminated from Limited Run Games for essentially wanting to play Hogwarts Legacy, and some freak making a big deal out of it. It's the dumbest shit ever, but that's the world that we live in. But her first interview out of that was myself, and we talked a little bit off stream about just random shit. And considering that I knew she was going to be in the spot where she was looking for work and stuff, so it's like, let's chat, man. She seemed like a hand in glove fit. She started with us yesterday, and she's been killing it. And yeah, man. So she's brought on. This is what we talk about with the parallel economy stuff. You know, and being able to have a place that you can, you know, do your own thing, employ people, have a more updated model in terms of your economics, and as well allowing kind of employees to be themselves without fear of like cancellation bullshit and stuff. There she is right there. Big shout out to her, but she's awesome. She is absolutely wonderful. She's been killing it as of late, getting up to speed. We kind of threw her in the fire because, you know, this is a week where EricDJuly.com has the Ultramat covers are now finally up. We had all of our like relaunch, visual relaunch, and as well as updated shipping and stuff that we're still kind of ironing out, but definitely domestic. You're seeing some of those rates and those changes with our new deal with UPS, and yeah, it's just been a crazy week, and she's been awesome. So you know, this is why I do what it is that I do, and this is the part I think that of the side of the Riververse, because it's not just me with this. It takes an entire team, and having awesome people like her be on the team is very important to be able to make the wheels turn for sure.
You know what I think is great is that this is something that we kind of foresee what was going to happen, is that these companies are going to lose some of their best employees over stupidity, over, oh, you followed Gina Carano on Twitter, you're out of here, we'll find somebody else. And these amazing employees are going to start working for these companies, and it's just going to make the companies rise, you know, higher and faster, while they're left with terrible CGI and terrible stuff that they that they don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like the way that like Marvel's gone down the hill because nobody wants to work for them anymore. In their CGI plays, it's crazy. I love it. I freaking love it. When she made that announcement, I think there was like a cheer across, you know, everywhere. People were so happy.
Yeah,
it's more of a testament to her. Like she's awesome, for sure. It's just an all around awesome person. Certainly getting to know her, and like, yeah, she's working, you know, and that's what it's all about. Certainly here, so it's certainly a testament to her. And yeah, like I said, I'm just glad to be in a position to be able to do stuff like this. It's like that for everybody here, you know, everybody that works for the company. They're, you know, allow them to be themselves. There's no bullshit, no micromanaging. As far as like, you know, it's work. Everybody's supposed to take the job serious, and we have that expectation. But you know, we let people be themselves, and I think that's what certainly is missing now, and why, you know, definitely creatively, I don't believe anybody can do their best work when they're sitting there having to hold an ideological gun to their coworker, waiting to cancel each other. That's a terrible place to be in mentally. And that's where, to Jay's point, pretty much all like mainstream kind of opportunities, that's what they are, creatively, where you follow the wrong person, you might be up out of there, you know, for any various reason. And if you're living under that stress or having to walk on that eggshell, you can't possibly do your best work. And I think that's the advantage of people that are doing like other stuff, let's say alternatively, not saying that you got to do it exactly like we're doing it, just in any way that's different from them, and it makes sense for you. If you can create a work environment that is legitimate, then you're going to have employees that are going to be able to do their best possible work, because they're not having to live under those like crazy conditions with so many of these people. That's why they're so miserable, because they're working under those just terrible conditions.
Well said. Well said.
Small world. I actually know Kara personally.
Hell yeah.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Her and her husband Jeremy, awesome people. So I'm
yeah,
excited.
Awesome. Yeah, he's awesome too. Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's
he
awesome,
did all my emotes for my Twitch page. So
cool.
Hell yeah.
That world small,
man.
Yeah, it's super small.
Yeah.
I saw your post about it and I was like, no shot.
That's crazy. That's awesome. Hell
sick.
yeah. That's it. That's cool, man. So we have another millionaire, Jay Drunk 3PO, who's his Indiegogo campaign now. But in all seriousness, it's been crushing it. Where are you at, man? Over 70K?
Yeah, we're looking like we could maybe hit 72 in a couple days. You know, that first month was awesome, and now it's like getting ready for the print and getting all the extra stuff and all that, getting all that stuff ready this month. So it's still, you could still pick up a book. We're going to shut it down in about 20 days. And then it's going to go to print so people can get it quickly. I'm curious to see how people are going to enjoy it. I think that's going to be a big factor if I move forward to the second book, and people can actually see, because I got a lot of, it's interesting because I got a lot of emails from people saying, I support these things, but I want to see, this is your first one. I want to see how it is first. And I totally respect and understand that, you know, it's like they want to make sure like people are actually getting their books. So don't worry, they're going to be there. You'll probably get them before the date that I said, but I'm excited about it. And there's a lot of donated books, and we've got some awesome children's charities that are going to be getting this as well. We talked to actually there's one in Texas. There's I don't know if it's called a children's hospice, but it's kids that are just like struggling with cancer, leukemia, and stuff like that, that might spend most of their time in the hospital. And they reached out and they wanted some books for their children as well. So I can't wait to like put all that together. That'll be in October. We're going to hit some of these boys and girls clubs and places in lower income areas where young people probably can't afford things like that. And we're going to give out all the ones that were donated, and we're going to vlog it. It's going to be awesome.
Hell yeah.
So I am beyond excited, and I cannot thank Young Ripa and you, Jeremy, the Geeks and Gamers community for the shout outs and the push and all that stuff. It's exceeded my wildest expectations, and I know that people are going to love this product when they get it in their hands. So
Hey,
I
man,
appreciate it.
It's like everybody else. Ripa can help whoever, I can help whoever, but if you don't take the initiative to take full advantage of whatever those opportunities are, it's not going to go anywhere. So it's all on you, bro. It's all on, you know, everybody involved. So but I'm happy. The whole reason I ever brought you on the team, like I know we've memed it 1,000 times, it's because of the charity stuff you did. I was like, I can't get into that world for me, like personally. Like I don't know it. I think there's a lot of scams out there from a lot of companies. Like you're entrenched in that. You're passionate about it. It's always something I wanted to support. And seeing what you've done with the opportunities you have has been
yeah.
awesome,
But hold on,
man.
say I know we laugh here, but just a big, huge. I mean, if it wasn't for Jeremy, the orphanage in El Salvador wouldn't get finished. He helped push, you know, for the last bit of funds, and we got it done because of Jeremy and Geeks and Gamers, and it wouldn't have been finished without. So just because you're not in the world doesn't mean you're a part of it. So it's freaking awesome that we all are just together doing some good in this world, and the world needs it right now. I mean, you know, we're not gonna whatever. We all know what happened yesterday, but the world needs it. The world needs some goodness, you know, and we all just do our part and to get through like terrible times. So it's pretty awesome, man. It's pretty awesome.
Yep.
What we got going on here with all of us, you know, all of us here that are on the panel and what we're all doing. So pretty awesome.
It's good stuff. We're going to keep grinding too.
Yeah,
this is
man.
only the beginning. Yeah. So speaking of that, we do have Rolo, the Puerto Rican pistolero.
We are also praying for the people of Puerto Rico. We love Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. And we also love Puerto Rico.
Never gets old. How's it going, everybody?
I didn't even know about this. So Rolo told me, he's like, have you seen the rest of that clip? Because I only had the
first two.
Rico, yeah. And he's like, you got to see because he actually says it the right way too, because he's totally memeing him. So I found it. And yeah, man, like, dude's so funny. Such a troll. How you doing, Rolo?
Doing pretty good. Yeah, it's been a rough day or so. There's a lot of debates on Twitter and things like that. It's been pretty rough.
Twitter's a disaster right now.
The firearm community is like at arms with one another, you know, figuratively, and it's been crazy. That's how it always is. So, you know, times are tough, like Jay said, and we just have to do our best to navigate through all of it. But yeah, happy to be here. Happy to have Jake back on. We played some Fortnite with him a few weeks ago. It was a lot of fun. So looking forward to that, and maybe we'll play some Fortnite later. Who knows?
Oh boy. You know how to get me excited, Rolo. Yep. So that sounded really gay, but whatever.
All right.
Man, all I have to say is
do not come.
Yeah.
Do not come.
So since Ryan's not here, we needed a super chat reader. That super chat reader has stepped up to the plate. His name is Fear the Beardo.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
Let's go, guys. Let's lock it in tonight. And we've man, I can't seem to get away from Jake the Viking. I spent an entire week with him, go to Universal Studios with him, and now he's on Tuesday night's main event. I just can't get away from the guy. What the hell?
You complaining?
No, never.
No.
Jake's a national treasure, and it's awesome to have him on here. So yeah, let's lock it in and get this thing going.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. We got
Oh,
the
man,
lady.
hold on. You don't go to Universal Studios with Jake. They only because he gets
mobbed.
stopped
He
like
gets
every
mobbed.
5, like not even 5 minutes. It's like, and then Jake doesn't like hanging out with me because I could see all the people staring at him, and I just go, "You want a picture with him? Like, just come over here already." Because
I'm trying to be incognito because I got
these
stopped.
people are like this. They're like
29 times in one day.
They're taking our picture,
and Jay's just like, "You want a picture? It's Jake
So
right here."
It's because we'll just be like hanging out, and then there'll be like a group of kids just like hiding behind like a bookshelf, like hiding behind like a shelf.
I know,
with
and they
merch
put
on
their
it.
phones up,
and they're just like, "Is that him? Is that him? Is that him?" And then Jay's just like, "Hey, that's Jake the Viking."
Yeah, I'm like, my thing is like, just get it over with, right? But here's the best part. Here's the best part, Jeremy. So, out of craziness, however it happened, Quarter Black Garrett just happened to be at Universal Studios. He just happened to be there, and I'm like, that's so odd. So I text him, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm here. I'm here." So I was like, cool. So we meet up, and we're like hanging out and talking, and he sees Jake and everything, and Jake and Beardo, they all leave to go ride this ride, and Quarterback Garrett goes like, "Is that Jake the Viking from MrBeast?" I was like, "Yeah." "Hey, man, can you get him back here? My kids really want to take a picture with him."
So
I was like,
me and Beardo. He's like, "Dude, it's really important. Y'all gotta come back."
I'm like,
so they
"Damn
come
it,
all
Jay
the
just called
way
me."
back around, and I was like, I owe you one. I bought Jake ice cream. I made up for it. So see that. So it was kind of funny. So I was
I bought
like,
the most
all
expensive item too.
Attaboy.
That's good stuff, man. I like the picture Krista took with Jake. She like posted a picture. What did you say, Krista?
Oh, you should pull it up.
I posted on my Instagram. I said Jake the Viking's armpit smells nice.
What?
It did.
Oh, man.
It's like when he put his
He's
arm
so
on my
tall,
head.
like he just puts his arm in.
It was
She's
his
like,
armpit was in my face. So that's all I smelled.
I wore deodorant that day, so she got lucky.
Yeah, fresh.
Oh man.
I
good
will
stuff.
say this though, like on a serious note, Jake is he is an awesome trooper when it comes to that. He as soon as people start taking pictures, it never fails. I saw it at Busch Gardens, I see it at Universal, a line forms, and Jake is just not like these other. He is so happy with the fans. He's, he takes time with them, talks with them, all the stuff like that. So I that's something that I appreciate, that he's not like a guy named Hassan Parker who tells people that they suck and don't give me a picture and makes fun of young Ripa and all that stuff.
Punk bitch.
He paints his fingernails. He paints his fingernails. That's all I have to say about it.
Apparently, Hassan has reacted to something from Ripa. I'm gonna pull my best Vince McMahon. I'm gonna try to be a promoter here. We need to monetize your hater stream. Hassan versus Ripa. We need to see this. The internet.
Well, he's a brainler. He will never do that with me. Like, and he knows that. He knows he's not equipped for that level of play. Not by any means.
That would
be epic.
I like how you called him Parker. Hassan Parker.
Same shit.
Wait, what's his name? Pecker?
Piker.
Oh, Piker. Oh,
yeah, not
whatever.
Hassan
Pecker.
Mm-hmm.
Hassan Parker is Spider-Man, says the chat right there.
My bad.
WG is dropping 10 gifted memberships.
10.
And also drops a 50.
50.
Give it to me, Beardo. Let's go.
WG for 50.
50.
This one ain't free.
This one ain't free. This one ain't free. That ain't cheap. That ain't cheap. Shout out to WG and everybody else. I don't know where Mage Demon's at. Mage Demon has lost his mind on the last few Geeks Gamers streams.
God, yeah.
Mage Demon has gifted so many memberships that I think he broke the system for our channel here. But we'll see. We'll see how Mage Demon's doing, if he's even survived. I don't know if he has any money left, but that's all good. But
he robbed a bank.
Yeah. Rick Carrera has gifted 5 Geeks Gamers memberships. Dean H is gifting a membership. Thank you. We're close to 1,000 memberships on this channel, and I'm close to 1,000 on T-Day Cobra as well. It's crazy. It's crazy shit rolling.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, we got the ladies here, Krista Nova and Minority Home Steph. So Steph's picture with Jake was really funny too. Like that was funny.
Look, I had ice cream and
Jay
listen.
is the best photographer.
I had ice cream. You should pull it up. It's funny. It is kind of funny. I had ice cream in my hand. It was dripping. And then Steph's like, I got my hands full. She's like, hey, take a picture. So she did have a good one, but the first one came out terrible. That's the first one. I redid it. Gosh, you got freaking Sydney Watson commenting on it. Oh my god!
I love it. Chef's kiss.
Solid. Oh, that's good. Krista,
awesome.
why don't you show that picture of yours? You and Jake.
Yeah,
and,
luckily for Krista, I was the one that took that picture. So.
So I know this has come up a few times. So if you have a brand account, you cannot be gifted a membership. So this person here says somehow my account, which I've had for decades and never done anything with, is a brand account, and I have no idea how to change it. So I don't know if anybody in the chat knows how to help out because there's quite a few people that has brand accounts that didn't know it. So I don't know if there's a way to change that. But if you're not part of the gifted memberships, that's one of the reasons why. Because if you have a brand account, you can't accept it for whatever reason. So just keep that in mind. And we also have Sludge 31-1 for 5
Holy
gifted
shit.
memberships. 5 gifted memberships. And then Kevin coming in hot with 50 gifted memberships.
Jeez.
God.
Wow.
Man. 50
50
gifted memberships. Holy crap.
That's more than 5.
That's more than 5. That is a lot of memberships, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's funny. So it's cool. So Jake, all right. So let's talk. I want to know. Let's get right into this. You are about to have a fight.
Yeah.
And the world is going to be talking about this one. So tell us about how this all came about. How long have you been in discussions? And you give the whole entire audience, the thousands of people, 2,000, over 2,000 people watching right now. Tell them exactly how this all came about and where they can find it.
I started seeing all the influencer boxing stuff, and I was like, that'd be kind of fun. And so randomly one day I tweeted out that I wanted to make a splash in it. And then Mams Taylor, which is KSI's manager who helps run Misfits, reached out. He was like, so you want to box? And I was like, sure. And then I started getting into the boxing, the Twitter Spaces. And then so I was in there with like Keemstar and those guys, and they were talking about me getting in, and I was like, it'd be fun. Just something different, because I need that next goal to push for, and this has been it. And so we've been training and getting ready. The fight's April 21st in New Orleans. It'll be at Xavier's basketball stadium. So it's about like 4,000 people. I'm excited, something different. I feel like I'm kind of crazy stepping into a boxing ring, ready to go fight, but
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So now, and I see you, Hayden Wayne just dropped 20 gifted memberships.
20.
Hayden Wayne in the house. How many? Oh, 20. God damn it. I messed it up again.
I have it up, Jeremy, if you ever want to share the screen.
Did I say 50? Did I say 50?
20.
Okay,
you said 20. You said
okay,
it, yeah.
Sorry. Beardo messed me up because at one time where Hayden dropped so many $50 super chats and he dropped a 20. And I said, Hayden for 50. And I'm like, damn it. Anyway, Hayden, good to see you, buddy. All right, but go ahead, though, Jay. Or Jay, what were you saying?
No, I'm saying I have the poster if you want to share my screen.
Yeah,
maybe,
share it.
While Jake is talking about it. There it is right there.
There we go. So look at that. So
they keep using the worst pictures of me for all of this stuff. Like
the one where you're like, "Arr."
Yeah, it's from the MrBeast video where we spent like 24 hours in a rainforest. And I'm like, I have better pictures more recent than this. Why are we going with this? But I'm excited because it's got Le'Veon Bell on it. We all know him, running back from the NFL. That's gonna be
absolutely.
And he just knocked out Adrian Peterson in his last fight.
Wow.
Yeah, really? Okay.
Yep.
Big thing. I'm excited. We're first fight on the main card, so that's really cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Who are you fighting?
His name's Minicon. He does TikTok. I'm not too sure his whole story, but heavyweight. And so he's already fought. He fought Nick Paddywhack, which was the dude that ran around with Dancing Dan and did the whole Pita, Piper, Picker. Yeah. You've probably seen those videos.
Yeah.
He fought him, but the only reason he beat him was because Nick got disqualified because they were hugging too much.
Now, is this so? What's your full background on? Like, have you done a lot of boxing?
Yeah, the last 2 months I've done a lot.
In the last 2 months. So for a lot of people may not know this. Obviously, a lot of people know you from MrBeast, but like you obviously played for LSU at college football. So
I was at William and Mary for a year and a half, then transferred to LSU to finish out.
Hell yeah. So
Hell
you've
yeah.
obviously got an athletic career behind you. And so this is going to be crazy, man. Like, I'm hoping this leads to you eventually fighting Jake or Logan Paul. That's what I really want to see. Because that's what
way to get in my class.
I heard that. I know it. I know it. Well, let's see. Jake's gotten really big in the last few years. I don't know what his weight is. I mean, he's bulked up a lot versus where he was 5 years ago. He's not your size because you're like 6'5", 6'6", right?
6'5", 260 right now.
Yeah, so I don't know what Jake
got
Paul.
me about 40 pounds.
Yeah, so but this is cool, man. So I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, you know, whatever you want from us to promote, we'll continue to promote it all the way up to the fight.
Geeks and Gamers across my butt on the shorts.
Let's fucking go.
I'll give you the price for those.
Let's fucking go. Send super chat so I can afford Jake the Viking's ass. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, if this goes well, I'm gonna sign a 3-year deal. If this goes well.
Okay.
Oh.
So
now, so another. So is this the one that Keemstar's involved in?
Pretty, yeah, because he does Happy Punch promo.
Okay.
This is more under KSI stuff, but yeah, he'll be involved. But for me, my fight's only going to be 4 3-minute rounds. It's not a full 8 or 10.
Okay.
But still, 12, 15 minutes is, God, it's tiring.
Yeah.
Trust me, it is.
absolutely.
I was in the GG circuit growing up, man. I respect anybody that jumps in the fucking ring, man. That shit was
My
not
coach is
easy.
terrifying. He's my height, 220, just ripped.
Yeah.
And he was pursuing professional boxing. So the first time I sparred him, I was ready to shit myself. Not even gonna lie to you. He was standing in the middle of the ring with that Philly shelf.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, what am I doing?
Everybody thinks they can do it until they actually have to. It takes a special kind of to jump in a cage or a ring. I respect even if you lose, man. I respect anybody that jumps in there, man, because it takes some nuts to do it.
It's terrifying. And I've gotten some big hits in there, and it's just like, wow.
So now the guy you're fighting, how many fights does he have under his belt?
3, I believe. Because he's done 1 with Misfits, and then he did 2 with a different influencer boxing circuit or whatever.
Okay. And then on top of that, and I don't know, all I know is we've seen some pictures on EpicVerse of you and Beardo hanging out. Is that what can be said? What can be said, if anything? Can anything be said about that?
Beardo?
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think we can talk about exactly
Just
the
hanging out.
specifics
Just
of
hanging out.
of what
Just
we
hanging out.
shot, but
Yeah.
me and Jake are going to be in a movie together. We spent an entire week last week in Michigan and
Doing some cool stuff.
Doing some really cool stuff. You can see the pictures on our Instagrams, and there's a few behind the scenes shots on the EpicVerse Twitter and on mine and Jake's Twitter. But without Mike or Josiah here, I don't want to say too much.
Yeah.
But it was let's just say this. I think I can say this. There was a stunt and fight coordinator that was needed to supervise me and Jake for 2 days straight to prepare us. So we're not just starring and acting in this movie. We also did our own stunts. So,
I'll add to this. It was terrifying.
It was terrifying. It was terrifying.
Hell yeah.
But-
Now, again, I don't know, Krista or Steph, I don't know if you guys want to message Josiah, see if he wants to hop in here at any point during the show and see if there's anything he wants to talk about with that. But obviously, I know a lot more than I'm letting on, but I don't want to, I wasn't there in person when, I wasn't there in person, so I don't know the actual discussions they had, but like Josiah sent me some stuff when it was all
It was
going down.
awesome.
And yeah, it's crazy, man. So I'm really excited about that. And that's what, you know, like that's what we're all trying to do. We're all trying to create our own thing. You know, obviously, you know, I think Ripa has set a new standard for creating your own entertainment out there with the Ripaverse. I think Josiah and Mike have really something special that they're working on with EpicVerse. It's gonna take a lot for them to pull off what they're pulling off. But when you have, you know, the people involved that are involved, I think that there's a lot of things to look forward to. So, you know, we've had Jay involved with some EpicVerse stuff. We've had Ryan involved with some stuff. So like there's a lot going on. I know you haven't seen a lot, but making short films like this on the scale they're trying to do takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money. And I'm really excited about it. So it's good stuff all the way around.
I think it's awesome because like you said, like we have right here, you know, all of us just we're sick of what we're seeing and we're creating something new, you know? And like even seeing Jake turn the page from those silly MrBeast videos. Like, Jake, I always win. I won a boat. Yeah, put my hand on a boat and I
that
won.
doesn't even start.
Yeah. So I didn't know if you're allowed to say that, but yeah, so now he's like, he's gonna put his fist through this guy's face, and we're all gonna cheer him on.
Hey,
the G&G symbol on his butt. It's gonna be great.
Look, man, I firmly believe that Jake's biggest problem with MrBeast was that he was the only guy that stood out on those videos, so they had to get rid of him.
They stand out now.
Yeah.
So he was the only guy that had a presence, and it's like he dwarfed everybody else, and it became a Jake video. That's what I don't watch MrBeast really, but I obviously I try to look and see why this dude's so successful. When I go back and look at those, it's like Jake's just like he's the only guy that has presence in those videos he was in. Everybody else is like a plug and play of whoever, and so I feel like that was you were too prominent in my opinion. But that's just I don't know what happened.
Take it.
But,
Thank you.
that's what it seems like to me.
You know what? That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. See, there you go. Thank you, Beardo. So
I'll say this. I just watched a video where they toured his like $14 million studio. They're doing some stuff right over there. It's very nice.
I heard that.
Nice,
No,
bro.
I mean he's mastered the algorithm for sure. And no, I have nothing against MrBeast at all. If anything, try to learn from what he's done for sure. But yeah, with
So if I win, I call him out.
Yeah, that's the only logical thing. That's the only logical thing right there.
Start screaming out Sean Piker. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes. You know what? I really need that money now. So I want Geeks Gamers on his ass when he calls out MrBeast for a boxing match.
Heck yeah.
So oh man, that would be crazy.
Be awesome.
It's this fight. I didn't realize how big this fight was going to be. They said the last Misfits did over 350,000 in pay-per-view sales.
Wow.
And then they said they caught over between 10 to 15 million illegal views on like YouTube and streaming services. So it's like,
wow.
Well, we're going to watch it illegally for Sports Wars. So just so you know.
We'll be doing a watch party.
No, we're not.
We got Chris Stallings gifts 10 Geeks and Gamers memberships. That is amazing. We're over 100 members already this stream. Thank you. 2 War Vet _ says, thank you to the MVP who gifted me a month of membership. Best community on the internet right here. General Duality says, hail to the panel. Did y'all see the playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom? It looks amazing. I did, and it does look awesome. I know there was some people who are like, oh, the graphics. And I was like, it's Nintendo. Like, of course the graphics aren't going to be like PS5, but it looks really good. And some of the things they've done with the weapon system, I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be, contender for Game of the Year, no doubt. I know Beardo's been playing Resident Evil 4 Remake, which I think Resident Evil 4 is one of the greatest games ever made. So I'm really looking forward to playing the remake. And that thing's getting rave reviews across the board.
I'm downloading it right now, actually.
It is.
Yeah,
it is fantastic. It's fantastic, and it stays true to the mechanics of Resident Evil 4 with just kind of optimizing the modern controls, because Resident Evil 4, while it was over the shoulder, it still had those old tank controls, where now it's more modern, more fleshed out, but still, like, it's still true to how Resident Evil 4 felt, and it's just grittier, darker. It's a real treat. So if you haven't played Resident Evil 4 Remake or even Resident Evil 4 OG, and you like scary games, you like horror games, it's certified stamp of approval by Fear the Beardo.
Hell yeah. So now the other thing I want to mention before we get into our topic is we're going to be at MegaCon this weekend in Orlando. Geeks and Gamers Saturday. We're going to have a panel. So if you guys want to come check us out at our panel 2:30 on Saturday at Orlando MegaCon, we'd love to see all of you there. The whole crew is going to be there. It's going to be great. We got a few people coming in from out of town as well. So we hope to see you there. We hope to have a good turnout. Even if 15, 20 people show up, that's fine with me. I just want to meet a bunch of you. I don't know how many people to expect. We have no idea how to gauge this. So we're just going to be happy to meet a few of you, shake your hands, take some questions. And, they've got a lot of big guests at MegaCon this year. And MegaCon is starting to hit its stride and becoming one of the major cons, it seems like. And Gung Ho Mac in the chat says I was going to go to MegaCon until I heard Jeremy was there. Dude, Ruthie timed out Gung Ho Mac the other day on accident. I guess because he was trolling like he always does, just talking shit. And I was like, Ruthie, don't time him out. Everything he's saying is sarcasm. Him, Blue Eyed Scorpio, a few others. It's crazy how much trolling they do. But I wanted to talk about, and Steph or Chris, if one of you can pull up the article about Secret Invasion. So obviously the Marvel Cinematic Universe had a really rough time the last few weeks and months. With the firing of Victoria Alonso, someone who's been with the company for like 17 years, famously said that they need to rename X-Men to something else because there's women in X-Men, so you can't have that name, which is one of the most ridiculous statements I've ever heard. The arrest of Jonathan Majors, it's been a major distraction. So finally, look at that, ladies and gentlemen, out of nowhere, look what we have. Ripa, are you excited now? Are you totally excited now for the Marvel Cinematic Universe again, Ripa? Because we're getting Secret Invasion finally getting a release date. How do you feel about that one?
Nah, I don't care. However, this is it's a Hail Mary for them. They're in a tough spot, man. Especially with the major situation, just out of, because they have committed to him long term as like this whole big villain that they're building up to. And if there's gonna be some problems, like, fuck, man, I can imagine the level of stress that they're having to experience there. It's not like I care. I don't feel like those are the best people anyway. Maybe stress will do them a little good because they've been putting out a bunch of dog shit. Nonetheless, yeah, this was a Hail Mary. That's all this was, considering all the things that they've been experiencing. But look, man, I don't see the quality changing with their material just because they wanted to give some sort of like release date. It's still Marvel. It's still the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Firing Victoria Alonso does not seem to change like the culture of what, I guess, the direction that they're going in. I know he's had Bob Iger saying we need to trim fat here and there, and we'll see what happens out of that. But look, man, there was once upon a time where Marvel used to announce something and everybody was stoked, and now it's like, yeah, everybody's kind of just shrugging. And like I said, we discussed kind of in detail last week, where I hate that we use this term, or people use this term, sort of superhero fatigue, when it's so dog shit fatigue is what it is, and that people don't get tired of seeing something that is solid. It's not like people get tired of seeing action movies because it's a genre. It's just that when you get something that's mundane and it feels like it's a chore to have to view, then yeah, your experience is not going to be certainly the best. So Marvel still has their work cut out for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and you and me are 100% on the same page on that nonsense about fatigue it does not exist. Call of Duty didn't start going downhill because of Call of Duty fatigue. The game started getting bad. That's why people stopped playing it. I was watching a Sunny V2 video on, this is from a few years ago, but it popped up in my feed about the decline of Call of Duty, and watching him kind of go through like the glory days of Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and I'm like, bro, that was a different time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That was just a different time. Like, no matter what you were doing at that time. I was I worked for Home Depot. Shout out to Ivan. I worked for Home Depot at that time.
Home Depot guy, now that you say that.
I worked in the lumber department at Home Depot.
Of course you did.
Certified forklift driver. Back the fuck off me, everybody. Certified forklift
certified
driver. But no matter what I was doing, like, no matter how bad the day was, and trust me, you get outside of GameStop, I think I was dealing with some of the dumbest people on the planet because the questions you would ask. Now, GameStop employees deal with the dumbest questions I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like, do they have the Halo for the Nintendo? And it's like, oh my God. You know what I mean? So, but like some of the questions that you get, but my point is no matter how frustrating my day was, all I thought about was, I'm going to get home and I'm going to play Modern Warfare 2 and it's going to be great. It doesn't matter how bad my day is, and man, that was a different time. But yeah, so obviously then you got into Ghosts and Advanced Warfare and all that shit. Did the sales start declining because of Call of Duty fatigue? No, it declined because the product was getting bad. That's the same thing that's happening with superhero movies right now. The decline in superheroes is because of bad movies, not because of fatigue in superheroes. Superheroes have been around for as long as any of us have been around, and they've been relevant. They've had their highs and their lows, but when they're good, they're on point. You go back to 2010, 2008, 2010, whatever. Batman dominated every single thing. He dominated comics, video games, and movies. Because all the shit was good. People were responding to all of it. And So superhero fatigue does not exist, in my opinion, at all. And I think it's a nonsensical argument. What do you think, Rolo?
Well, I think you look at even some other series that have tried to take a spin on the superhero genre. I forget the show on Amazon. How could I forget that? That it gained popular. Yeah, so that gained popularity. So you see when people are trying a different spin or style on that's better than what Marvel, the crap that they're coming out with, they respond to it. Halo is made to the biggest example of a decline of a franchise that really was a superstar franchise that should be leading the way for Xbox. Now they kind of have nothing. And that's even worse than Call of Duty because you had something that was riding high for so long that Microsoft invested millions of dollars into. And then they owned the franchise when Bungie left and they didn't even know what to do with it. And that just comes as a result of bad leadership, bad creative decisions. And Marvel's no different. I mean, I think a lot of people like Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. And this is almost like Black Widow, where it's too little too late. This story was told, it was at the end of Captain Marvel or whatever. This happened with the Skrull. And now you're going to try to bring this back 3 years later? Like everybody's forgotten about that. You've already burned down the franchise and a lot of the goodwill that you had with people. And they're reminded of it every day. That's why, again, nobody really cares. Nobody cares about this. And this is pretty much a desperate attempt. And again, it's just too little too late. Like, all right, well, Nick Fury's back. Awesome. Where the hell has he been for the last 3 years when this franchise was burning down?
Yeah.
Obviously he was derelict. We should accuse him of dereliction of duty because he should have been there to bail Black Widow's ass out, but he couldn't do it. So again, this is what we've come to expect with Marvel and Disney.
I would just love to be in the room when they make these decisions. I just want to hear them get all excited and go,
probably neon colored hair and making decisions.
Yeah, it's like Nick Fury. Everybody he polls well. He polls well. Everybody likes those credit card commercials. Let's give him a movie. Everyone's gonna love it. And they're probably just clapping themselves, patting themselves on the back, like that's a win-win. That's a grand slam. Let's go get ice cream.
But again, it's like they want to get rid of all, because Nick Fury was there from the start of when they started trying to create, the Avengers, the lead up to the Avengers with Iron Man, everything like that. He was pivotal from that moment. So again, they just keep throwing the characters that people care about to the wayside. And it's one thing. Look, Iron Man went out pretty good. I don't have a problem with that. But you're trying to get rid of everyone else and replace them with inferior characters. And then one of the few characters that you have left that you haven't killed off, or you've done some sort of pass the torch to somebody who's an inferior, either gender bent or race swapped version of them, he's gone. I don't understand what the deal with that is. They don't capitalize on any of the decent things that they have. They just keep blowing it up.
Is that true? Now I know Demon Slayer's huge. Okay, but 7.9 billion in merch.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I would like
fucking money.
Krista, Chris, if you can look that up, that number, because I don't doubt that Demon Slayer made a lot of money. Okay, I don't, but that's a lot, and I think that'd be an interesting point if we could confirm that number. But that is a lot of money.
Movie made $1 billion.
The Demon Slayer.
Yeah. Oh no, never mind. No. I got to see.
I think this is movie tickets.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd like to see the numbers on. Okay. Now, again, I do not doubt that Demon Slayer is huge around the world for sure, and it's even pretty big here in the States, rightfully so. I've seen what I saw I think I saw the first season.
You saw the movie, I think, too.
Okay, yeah. Krista shows me a lot of different.
The update comes as Japanese. The Toyokazuki breakdown news. The organization's Demon Slayer wide array of merch is bringing in about 900 billion yen or $7.9 billion. I'm going to send you the article.
Sheesh.
This is crazy. Wow.
Yeah. Dang. Send it to okay, Krista or Steph, pull that up and let's look at that.
Look at other sources, but
there it is in private.
It's crazy.
That is wild. That is wild. And that just shows you right there. That shows you the opportunity. People want good stories. They want good stuff. That's why manga is taking over. That's why manga is taking over and destroying the comic industry right now. It's why Rippa can make, $17 billion off the Rippaverse. I know the numbers keep going up. That's why Rippa can make $3.7 million off the Rippaverse, breaking all these records. That's why these things can happen, because people are very much wanting good entertainment. They're just not getting that opportunity right now, and that's what's turning off so many people. Do you guys have that article? There we go. So Demon Slayer just hit a crazy $1 billion milestone.
Go second paragraph.
Gosh.
That is wild right there. So where's it at?
It's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So or 7.9 billion USD.
Damn.
Damn. It's like, is Demon Slayer the biggest
Merch?
like anime right now in terms of merch and stuff, Krista?
I'd say so, yeah. Like up there, yeah, Demon Slayer. I think that's the one that's winning.
I mean, I hear Attack on Titan discussed a
yeah,
lot.
but as far as merch,
Krista, is there Demon Slayer merch at Universal? I know
Yes.
they have a little anime section.
If
There
you
is.
go-
It's selling
because
it
at Universal Japan they have a bunch of anime merch as far and also anime rides and all that. But the Universal here, and I believe also the one in Hollywood, yes, they do have anime merch in those little kiosks.
If you paid attention, well, last year since we were at MegaCon for all 4 days, we saw there was definitely no other franchise. Period. Doesn't matter whether it's anime or any sci-fi that you watch here, video games. Everybody was cosplaying Demon Slayer. They had like
it was
over
like that at
100
Fan
people.
Expo Dallas. It was
Oh
the
yeah,
same
they had
shit.
over 100 people. All the same people all over. I remember Joe and I were looking up from the balcony. They were doing a Photoshop with everybody that was cosplaying, and each group had like 30 people for each character, and there was like 6 or 7 different characters. It was crazy.
I mean, it is mind blowing how massive anime and manga is. Which, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't manga just that's what comics are essentially?
It's a Japanese comic. That's what it is.
Yeah. So like all it is Japanese comics.
Yeah, read the fucking wrong way.
Yeah. So and so all you got to do is tell good stories, and people here in the West are connected with a lot of that because I mean, like for me, I remember when I kept being told about Attack on Titan, and people were like, you got to watch it if you're so tired of this stuff. You got to watch this. It's good. And the first several seasons, or especially the first 2 seasons, Attack on Titan, I just loved them so much. And then I watched Death Note. I know normie. I don't give a damn. It's great. I know that's like awesome. A normie anime for sure, but I think it's phenomenal. I think it's peak storytelling. And I've seen some other stuff too. Krista tried to show me Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is just so much shit to get into, dude. I don't dislike it. It's just that, oh my God, there's just how many episodes of Dragon Ball is there? There's hundreds of
Dragon Ball,
hundreds. Dragon Ball Z, Super.
Yeah. It's been around forever too.
Yeah.
That's
It's been around. It's like One Piece.
Yeah.
One Piece is even grander though. It's just like
Fairy Tail's
1,000
got a ton,
episodes.
too.
Yeah. So
I mean, Full Metal Alchemist is one that you can watch that's long but not super. It's like 64 episodes and it's all one story. So that's pretty
I know
good.
that Jeremy loved Death Note. And that's just one.
He would like Full Metal Alchemist. I think it was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's even past the moment that kind of upsets everybody. I think that once I finished the series and thought about it, like I love everything about Death Note. I think it works perfectly. It's masterful storytelling in my opinion. But again, that's why anime's dominating. So,
well,
but
not only that, I don't know if you've seen this, but I'll show this real quick. If you talked about it last week, I apologize. But even if you could share the screen, even Netflix, they're talking about Netflix foreign language shows are more popular.
Yes.
More people are watching.
Korean dramas.
This is an older article, but they just released another stat. I was trying to find it quickly while we were talking. That more people that have Netflix in the States are watching outside of international properties than they are watching stuff that is made here because they just find
that should
boring.
insult every fucking American creative, but because we the culture, American culture has changed from the generation that whatever you want to call whatever we're living through right now in previous times. And I made this point about comics, like, if this was like the 80s and we saw manga coming in and like just destroying like America and their own fucking country, you would have saw a fucking creative renaissance, like all across the board. These guys were competitive. They were very, they had a sense of pride about them, and they were willing to that's why America for so long in terms of entertainment, that was the one thing. It was certainly the net exporter. America influenced all of these motherfuckers, including the fucking Japanese, especially with their animation. All those motherfuckers were influenced by big Japanese animators, were all influenced by like Disney and all that shit. Absolutely. Now it's reversed, and now you have we're basically importing so much stuff because the shit that's being produced right now is so dog shit, and people are turned away from it, and the fact that there's no dignity among like these different industries where they walk around like they shit don't stink. I say this with comics all the time. The fact that you had a bunch of these brainlets pretending like the comic book industry was in the best shape that it ever had been, despite the unit sales being in a fucking tank, while they're taking credit for, instead of like looking at it, well, Japanese are kicking our ass, they try to take credit for it. They try to include it in comics are booming, and they try to include it in a number. That's because they have no dignity, they have no sense of competitiveness, and that's what's really mentioned, was really fucking us over. Because for me, I look at that, and as much of a fan as I might be of a lot of this stuff, I still look at it like, fuck, I want to get to the point where EpicVerse is, they want to demand our shit. You know what I mean? Not fucking just the simple fact that, you know, it's just only consumed by Americans, which is not. I mean, we have a big international audience, but we want to certainly grow that, because I'm just an all around competitive person. And you can look no further than manga and anime tied together if you want to see like the state of the entertainment industry, because newsflash, they're not doing shit different from what they've been doing for the last 40 fucking years with that shit. Nothing different, like in terms of how they tell their stories, the beat, it's arguably the same shit. Like, definitely the shonen shit. It's the same shit, arguably, but it's way fucking better than whatever the fuck the Americans are putting out. So you had a decline there, and people said we like stuff, we like comics. The Japanese are at least giving us something that's somewhat comparable to the shit that we read. I mean, if you go read some of these classic stories, like what was happening, like Marvel's golden, I say golden age, I'm not literal saying a literal golden age, like Jim Shooter era, like go read a fucking Jim Shooter era Marvel book and then read fucking whatever the hell is being put out on. It's night and day. They cannot tell those stories. They're not capable of it because they don't have the talent. But like I said, that can't get corrected unless you have enough dignity to have, or humility to have some sort of self-reflection and say, we're not doing well and we need to do better.
Yep.
Well said.
The Japanese are so much better at this. You know, I lived in Japan for a couple of years, and I went to Tokyo Disney, and they respect our franchises more than we respect our own franchises.
100%.
They wanted to recreate Disney and make it even better than Disney is in the United States here, and they don't want to change Splash Mountain. They don't want to change all that stuff. They created their own park, Tokyo Disney Sea, and it is far superior to anything that we have here. Probably Universal is the only thing that gets close to it, all based on the stories of like Jules Verne and all that stuff, completely original. And they're respecting what? Western stories. That's the crazy part. So they take what we do, they embrace it, and then they're like, how are we going to make this even better or change it for our audiences and still create a good product? And you never see them going back on this stuff. I mean, look, Jeremy, look at Nintendo. Look at Nintendo and how firm they stand on their franchises, how they don't change for anybody else. And they just say, you know what? We're going to do things our way. F you. Whether we like it or not, at least they stand on their principles. How many American companies have you been seeing doing that for the last 20 years? Barely any of them.
None.
Yeah, none. So, I mean, that's why I give a lot of respect to them. And look, they learn from us. We're going to have to learn from them again, apparently, because we've forgotten how to do it.
And that's basically what we'd be learning. We'd be learning the way of old.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. Full circle.
Yeah. Now, Jake, I know you stepped away for a minute. So, do you watch anime? Are you into it at all?
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, what do you think about all the storytelling? And
I stand by it. Anime storytelling is better than, like we've been saying the whole time, is better than all the shit we're getting now, except for like a handful of shows here and there that somehow make it through all the bullshit. I would rather watch anime than the latest movies or TV shows that are being pumped out. All that, like we're talking, was it Demon Slayer? That was a good one. Someone in chat mentioned Berserk, which is incredible, super dark. Was it My Hero Academia? Super good.
That's literally like them. That was My Hero Academia was a Japanese saying, we're gonna take your shit, even in how it looks, and do it fucking better than anything you produce.
And they have. The storytelling is incredible. And so it's just
bro, this says everything about it. Okay. They had the template. They took Death Note and they ruined it with the live action version. Like, not only can they not create shit from the ground up, they actively take these masterpieces and destroy them. Like, there's a lot of, I guess, live action anime adaptations that are coming soon, right, Krista?
They're doing another Death Note on Netflix again. Take two.
Yeah, isn't the Stranger Things guys?
No.
Yeah, they're going to
behind
be
that?
directing it, which is really interesting. I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out, but I think it's going to be awful because you can't touch something that's already great. Leave it
Yeah.
alone.
Leave it
Leave it
alone.
alone.
Leave it alone. And
So
yeah, what they
Chad mentioned Hunter x Hunter. That's a good one.
Hunter
I
x
don't know if
Hunter's
y'all watched
good.
that one.
Yeah.
God.
so
Love
it's
psychopaths.
it is. I mean, like, all people want is good shit. They don't care about nonsensical agendas. They don't care about diversity, inclusion, representation. They just want good stories. Whatever's in that story, they don't care. Nobody really cares. And as I've said 1,000 times, normal people don't care about these things in terms of the quotas and all of that. I worked retail for 15 years. Never, ever, ever did I ever have a conversation with somebody in the break room or lunch or whatever about a movie coming out, and the person was like, I need to see the racial breakdown before I'm like, that conversation has never happened in the real world. No one has ever said that. That's not reality. So, yeah, I think I confused a lot of people because I banned the Josiah Rises account. That was not him. There was no check mark. So then I clicked on go to channel and it was not him. So, I banned him. But if he does show up, I'll ban his ass too. Fuck Josiah. So, but did you girls reach out to him and see if he wants to hop on tonight?
I have no response yet.
He's
yeah.
too big of a deal. He's a big movie studio executive now.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jay. It's
No,
your
I was
show.
just
Don't
saying, like,
fucking interrupt me, Jay. It's your show. It's your show.
I thought you were done. Sorry.
Go ahead, Jay.
It's just about like the creative and it's this past, like this past week, like the Mandalorian and how terrible these great IPs have been trashed. We talked Marvel, we talked Star Wars and stuff, and even there's just no creativity left in these. You think they would have the money to hire someone that's creative, but like the Mandalorian featured Ahmad Best, who was Jar Jar Binks, and I think you guys talked about it on your early show. And yeah, did he go through hell? He blamed the media. He didn't blame the fans. He blamed the media, and he went through all this terrible stuff for being Jar Jar Binks. And they tried to redeem him. And I just thought like they weren't creative enough to give him a decent character. They gave him a character from a game show. You guys knew that, right?
Yes.
So his Jedi was from a game show 2 years ago, and they decided to inject that game show host into Star Wars now to salvage Ahmad Best from Trolls. And it's just like, you could have picked any 9,000 plus Jedi that was killed in the Temple Run or, anything, and give him something like that. But instead you decided to create a new character that was already part of a children's game show and say, this is a great idea. We already have a name, so we don't have to create anything. He already has the costume from the game show host, so he doesn't have to go down to wardrobe, and we'll just put him in and everything will be saved. And it's just like, I'm happy for him, number one. I'm happy for him that he got to play, but it's just like, it's still, even on something that they wanted to handle so delicately, I'm afraid they just messed it up creatively. So
yeah,
here we are.
Should have just made him a Fifth Lord and leaned into the meme.
At least it didn't make the black guy the janitor this time around. So, I mean, at least they're making progress. So, Disney's, stepping up their racism. They're like, we're not going to be as racist this time, but we'll keep calling
It's just, I just can't believe that. I was just like, when I found that out, I was blown away. I have to say that on every live stream chat. So if you this week, and then I'll get it out of my system.
Go ahead.
No, I said they should have leaned on they should lean in on the Darth Jar Jar meme that was going on for like 15 years.
Me and Jake were just talking about this.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Oh, I would have loved that.
Yeah, at least we would have had respect, because I was like, okay, at least they have a sense of humor. They know they don't care anymore. At least this, I would respect that because it's hilarious. But
here we are. What were you gonna say, Jake?
It's just so upsetting to see that like a company like Disney, like I feel like rushing out product. Because it's like, there's good storytellers out there. There's good animators. There's good like plot development and all that out there. Because we see it like, well, what was it? House of the Dragon was incredible, right? They had their writing down all that. And it's so weird to see Disney falling short from what just 10, 12 years ago, they were crushing it.
Yep.
And now it's just like, we don't care anymore. Because I don't even know if it's like we don't care anymore. I would love to be a fly on the wall.
They're hiring the wrong people. They're hiring activists.
Just in their rooms to just see like what they're discussing when it comes to like making these like stories. And that goes for a lot of companies. Like even the last Avatar movie I thought was bad because the story right there at the end, the whole water army just disappears for the final fight.
Well, Chris is mad at you. Chris is mad at you.
It's been out long enough.
I actually like no. But I'm saying I actually love that movie. But that's you're probably gonna fall on the side of most people. Most people in this community, I don't think liked Avatar at all. I liked it. Most people didn't.
I was there for it, except for when literally you got this massive water army going to attack, and then halfway through it, they're just gone.
Yeah, they kind of.
I literally looked at my buddy in the theater. I looked at him. I was like, "Where the fuck did everybody go?"
They let the whale do all the work, man. They knew what they were doing. They're like, I'm not going to get myself killed. The whale's taking care of me.
Jay is not only a member of the Avatar fan community, he's also the president. So Jake's like, hey, I'm starting my fighting early. Let's go.
No,
Ripio versus Jake the Viking for the honor of Avatar in the next boxing match. How about that? Jay versus Jake. We got it.
He'll kill me, man. He'll kill me. I'm not good. I'll beat him in basketball, but I couldn't.
Doubt that.
I was gonna beat Ripper, but he didn't take my challenge.
It's not. I'm the best fucking basketball player on this show.
No, the fuck you're not. I will beat you in basketball.
You're fucking. You're not athletic enough. Man.
You know what? You're gonna be Wesley Snipes. I'll be Woody Harrelson.
I'll be Woody Harrelson. That I've done college, collegiate, at least athletics.
Woody Harrelson.
Ain't no more athletes
because I'm white.
I played basketball in college.
Oh, you did, drunk?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got
community college. I played left bench, but I was still playing on the.
Hey, look, I played
when we practiced.
Does that count?
I played for 2 seasons.
Nothing was more fun when half the football team would show up at the rec center to play pickup basketball.
Oh, they hated when the track team did that shit. When they, at Memphis and at A&M Corpus, I used to be fucking hooping in them rec leagues. Coach would fire my ass up like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh, the best is when we got beat. We'd have 5 just straight athletes from football. We would just get dumpstered by like the little Asian kids. Hey, you see the Asian kids in the rec league? Stay away. They will drain threes on you all day.
Man, I miss playing rec league basketball, man. Good times.
We gotta play some basketball.
I just know,
we
like,
gotta get everybody to Orlando.
If Ripper has a bad shooting day, I think I could take him. That's my thing. If he has to have a bad
going
shooting
to the rack, bro.
It's hard.
That's hey, I'm big. I can stop him going in. He's got to have it. His jump shot's got to be on point.
So I'm jumping right into you.
When we get
that's okay. I can get up. I can get up.
7-on-7 going.
All right, I'm down for that too.
Let's go.
That's another thing.
And I call every foul too. So you touch me one time, that's a foul. Like it's
man, you're playing Pistons and Bulls rules, man. Pistons and Bulls from the 1980s.
No, man, we playing LeBron rules. That's no. That's the only chance I got, Jeremy. It's the only chance I got. All right, I gotta play LeBron rules.
But hey, you know, Jay, that if it's 1980s rules, that means you can. Hey, I didn't hit him. You just move your arms out like this. If you hit him if you bow him, it's no big deal, man.
No,
that's how it works.
You can't pull the LeBron card, bro. You can't.
Just throw some bows, bro.
That's
just
if jump shot is off. If his jump shot is off, then I have a chance. I didn't say I would win. I say I have a chance. That's
I don't think you got a chance, bro. Because even if my jump shot is off, I'm just gonna go to the rack. You can't stay in front of me.
You see how wide I am? I can stay in front.
You see how fast I am?
I get that, but I'm gonna play back. So I'm gonna force you to shoot because you're gonna have it wide open, and you'll be like, he's not playing up. So you'll shoot, and if it's off, it's over. That's all I'm saying. If it's off.
What is this, Krista?
Maybe that's why I'll strike all of you guys out.
So I will say this.
Oh no.
Fast pitch. Fast pitch. If we're going fast pitch, I'll make you guys look silly.
If we play baseball, can we do Savannah Banana rules?
Baseball was never my sport. Like,
we're going fast pitch only.
I'm really good in the outfield. I'm really good fielder. I've never was like a good contact. I'm no Tony Gwynn. Let's just say that, okay? Tony Gwynn's the GOAT hitter, but
lay the fuck out of a bunt.
So
that's what I could do.
Hey, I'll strike out really well.
I could probably still pump it down the middle, high 80s. Full confidence in that.
Man,
full confidence.
Blazing, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Right, maybe we should just all come together and play slow pitch softball. That would be.
No, hear me out.
Beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball's fun. I like beach volleyball.
How about a kickball game?
Even beach football's fun.
There's like, and that's the whole reason we're in Orlando is to do like IRL stuff like that. And I mean, look, I like bitching about Hollywood and calling them out and roasting them, but I want to do other stuff, you know? And so that's kind of the point about what we're doing down there. So all this stuff, like, it's fun to talk about, but it's realistic. Like, I want to do stuff like that.
Wait, hold on. Rippa, what is your worst sport? Like, worst? Like, is it darts? Is it bowling?
Darts?
Is it
I love playing darts.
They're all. It's on ESPN, so it's a sport. Like pool.
No, darts is not a sport.
Wait a minute. I asked
not a
Rippa.
sport.
I asked Rippa. Hold on. I asked Rippa.
Bowling is not a sport. Poker's not a sport. Darts is not a sport.
They gave Caitlyn Jenner the like female sportsman of the year. Okay.
Cornhole is not a sport.
No, those are games.
Yeah. Which one are you the worst?
Like,
at?
actual physical sport. I don't know what my worst one would. What would be my worst one that I was like just never really that good?
Because I'll take you at some badminton, man. I don't know, man. Like, I think I
well, you talk like stuff like that, tennis or some shit. Yeah, I probably I
maybe
wasn't very
ping
good
pong.
at that.
You know,
I wasn't very good at none of that shit. Yeah.
No, chess is not a sport either. Nice try, but no. Chess is not a sport. Checkers.
He's only saying that check because he doesn't know how to play.
It's not a sport. A sport. I talked about this morning on Lethal's podcast. A sport, you need to exert a physical movement. You need to be athletic when playing a sport. If you could be 300 fucking pounds smoking a cigarette while doing it, that's not a sport. That's an event.
They do that.
Hey, that's offensive lineman. What, 30 years ago?
Yeah.
You still have skill players. You still have skill players just all over the field.
During halftime, do you remember that? Oh God!
I remember Len Dawson smoking a cigarette.
But make sure you turn in Saturday because Jeremy is debating Fear the Beardo on who the greatest quarterback is between Tom Brady.
I'm not debating.
Jay, it's not on Saturday, Jay. It's on Sunday mornings.
It is on
Sunday morning.
Yeah,
sorry,
thank you, Jay. So, but I'm not debating. I'm just stating facts. And Beardo is going to just sit there and squirm like a child, trying to pretend.
I think it's laughable that Jeremy thinks he can go toe to toe with me on NFL knowledge. It is crazy.
Facts versus your
it's
fantasy.
Crazy.
That's
Wait,
it.
who do y'all think? Who are y'all going for?
Brady.
And Beardo, who do you think is?
Peyton Manning. Forehead.
I think Peyton Manning. Statistically, if you're going to start a franchise with somebody, like, you got to go Peyton Manning. You got to.
Peyton had the better collegiate career, didn't he?
He had a better collegiate career, had a better regular season career, and as well, he owned Brady in the playoffs. He's 3-2 against Brady in the playoffs.
His brother owned them too.
Yeah.
I mean,
and Eli 2-0 against Brady in the Super Bowl.
We will talk about that on Sports Wars because I know this crowd, you guys are like, shut the fuck up about sports. But Sports Wars Sunday, our Sunday stream, we're going to be there. We're going to be talking about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So
if Jeremy decides to show up,
I will show up and I will make you cry. Okay. That's what's going to happen. Okay. Last 7 games of pool. So yeah. Well, it's because you think logically. You're not an idiot like Beardo.
Oh, did y'all see what? I'm sorry. We'll carry this on one more minute. Did y'all see what Cam Newton said? What, yesterday or today?
What?
He said there
isn't 32 quarterbacks better than him right
Oh.
now.
Yeah, he said that a few days ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're trying to get it onto a team, of course you're going to say that.
Cam Newton's a clown. He's a clown. So he had his chance.
He was good. I got to meet him, and as soon as I met him, I had my LSU gloves on. So when I wanted to dap him up, I made sure he saw that tiger eye.
Hell yeah!
He didn't find it as funny as I did, but it was great.
Kevin for 55 says
50.
G&G rugby match. G&G rugby match. I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
That's a man's game, man.
Yeah.
Who the fuck don't catch me?
Yeah,
that's the only problem.
I'm busy that day. The rugby match.
Super busy that day.
It's a man's game.
Luis for $40 says the Japanese will adopt an ongoing manga for 1 season. The story will not be resolved in anime adaptation. So if you want to continue the story, you'll have to read the manga, feeding into the source material.
Well, that's the one thing they do way better than Marvel and DC. I made that point a million times, is that they have an actual connection between their source material and their animation. Like, it's almost a 1-by-1. Hell, when it's usually not, people start getting pissed off when there is those sorts of changes. Marvel and DC, there is zero incentive. You go see some dog shit Eternals movie and you go read the OG Eternals books, and you're gonna be like, who the fuck? What? There's a completely different character. There's no connection to the source material, really, for anything that they're doing these days. DC too. DC is included. So that's why when you should see an uptick, a massive up, you get some like speculation stuff every now and then, but like Captain Marvel movie sells $1 billion. It does not help her fucking book. You know what I mean? Like that, it doesn't help her at all. So
yeah, 100%. And that's how again, that just shows you that they care about what they're doing and they understand. It's almost like when I, like growing up, I mean, like as a G.I. Joe fan, I mean, I was more along the lines like the Real American Hero cartoon, but then you obviously had the toy line. But the comics were how you kind of got to understand the characters. You know what I mean? Like more about the characters. You had the file cards on the back. So it was all kind of intertwined. Now, I'm not saying G.I. Joe was the template for, I mean, there's a ton of backstories for a lot of different characters. But at the time, the way that they had it mapped out, it made you want to be interested in all the different mediums. You know what I mean? And so they cared about it from that standpoint. The Astro Boy Nerd for 10 says Spy Family is a great manga anime. Fictional 60s East-West Germany. Spy needs a fake family for a mission. Wife is secretly an assassin. Kid is a secret telepath. Good stories, characters, and humor. Krista, what do you think about that?
Yes, that's one of my favorite animes is Spy Family, and it just right, like based on like Western civilization, and just it's a fantastic show, and I recommend it to anyone who is looking out there to watch an anime.
So I've heard a lot about Spy Family, so that's pretty cool. Stacy S for 10 says Jake the Viking, curious to know what your favorite Batman movie is and why.
Oof, that's tough. I'll say the two that stand out is definitely Dark Knight, just because of Heath Ledger's Joker. And then I've thoroughly enjoyed Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Let's fucking go!
No. I love the. I think I was talking to Beardo about it. I love how socially awkward he is, because if you think about it, he grew up by himself. He shouldn't be all of a sudden out there just flirt with everybody. And I love how slow it went. I loved it. Oh, it was cool.
How dare you talk bad about Avatar after that take?
Okay, so I don't hate the Batman. I did enjoy it. The second time I watched it, I liked it less, but I don't dislike the movie. I thought Pattinson actually did a decent job. I thought the movie was 30 minutes too long. I thought that there was way too many shots that could have been tightened up. I thought they let things kind of simmer too long, certain scenes where they could have snapped a little bit quicker, and the brooding and all of that. But I didn't dislike the movie. I think ultimately I landed around a 6.5 or a 7 is what I gave it. Yeah. But Beardo, dumbass, wants to sit there and say it's equal to The Dark Knight is what he said.
It's almost just as good.
No, it's not.
I said almost. It's almost just as good. The Batman, yes, it is.
No,
it's
not.
I will say this. It's got one of the coolest.
That's fucking retarded.
It is. It does matter. It almost is.
Is the was it the muzzle flash from the guns as Batman's just beating up people in the hallway? I thought that was so dope. I just enjoyed how dark it was. Okay, whatever.
But it is. I
was gritty.
I didn't. Beardo, we're gonna watch the Batman again. All right,
fucking do it. I'm down.
Okay? We're gonna watch it on the projector screen with the surround sound. Okay,
because
the score
you might not want
to
do that. You might not want to do that, because if you do that, you're gonna fall in love with it.
No, I'm not. I've seen it twice, bro. It's fine, but
it's good. It's good. It's good.
Fine, but just not the Dark Knight. Batman Begins is far better.
I also think Dark Knight Rises.
I like Batman Begins, okay. Jake, what are you about to say about Dark Knight Rises?
I was gonna say Dark Knight Rises would have been better if Heath Ledger hadn't passed away.
Correct.
Well, it would have been a fundamental.
It would have been a completely different movie.
That would have been so cool to have seen Heath Ledger and Tom Hardy clashing as Joker and Bane.
Well, Bane might not even have been in it.
Yeah.
It could have been a completely different story.
It would have been a different movie, and Nolan really changed everything. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, I don't hate the Batman, but when you overhype it like Beardo just did, that's the problem. He overhypes it, and that's the problem. But what do you expect from
all the things you complain about though, Jeremy? I 100% could see that, because they do. There is a lot of scenes where they drag it out. Of course, I enjoyed it. I was like, because it's year 2. He's not the quickest, all that and everything. So I was like, I was okay with it, but I know that was one of the biggest complaints where they were like 30 minutes too long, because there were some scenes that just drug out a little bit longer than they needed.
I appreciated and understood why they let certain scenes drag out, and Warner Brothers for what they did to Justice League and Joss Whedon and all, and just the whole runtime controversy and everything. The fact that they let Matt Reeves have his shots and scenes and they let it be, a 3-hour movie. I like the fact that Warner Brothers is a corporate entity and let the real creator of this see his image through. So I like that.
Yeah, I mean, again, Ryan's the one that really, really loves the movie more than anybody. So gave it an 8 out of 10. He gave it an 8 out of 10. Internet.
It is.
So he gave it a good score, even though he went viral for one little comment that he made. Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, and before we get into the next topics, I want to talk about Disney Star Wars. So we're going to talk about this rumored announcement. We're going to get 3 new movies. I'm going to let Jay kind of lead us in on that one because he wants to talk about the Galactic Star Cruiser as well. But Jake, in terms of your fight, because now we're at peak viewership probably for the show, is there anywhere they can go to get more information on your upcoming fight? Anything you want to plug in reference to that? Anything that you want to tell the audience about?
Obviously, follow me on all social media under Jake the Viking. I was able to get all of that. So, but if you want to find anything out about it, it's under Misfits Boxing on Twitter. That's where they'll be posting all the news. It will be available for pay-per-view on DAZN. Tickets are available now if you want to go. It's in New Orleans again at Xavier's Basketball Stadium. As far as prices for pay-per-view, I'm not sure, but probably like $40, $50 somewhere in that area.
Okay,
it's gonna be super dope.
All right, hell yeah, man.
Dude, my walkout song. Mint. Sorry, I had to get excited over that.
Hey, I'm excited, man. So, Jay, are we gonna go? Are we gonna go hang out with him? Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna cover it.
Well, I thought he was getting us ringside tickets, and he said no. So,
I have an extra. Hey, I've got an extra locker room ticket, which gives you that backstage access. So, I mean, y'all can rock paper scissors. Whoever wants to pay me more for it, whichever.
Does that mean I gotta hold the spick bucket?
The what?
Spick bucket.
The what?
Spick
Whoa.
Spit.
Whoa.
He said spick.
Spit. Spit. No.
Well, we just.
I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. What just happened?
I'm gonna have to complain about work on my workplace right now.
What the fuck? You guys gotta say so bad.
Jay.
Offensive against my people, Jay. That's what I find it. I can't believe it. Of all the people.
We are also praying for the people of.
I'm really disappointed right now.
Look at Ripa. Ripa's disgusted.
Good job, Jay. Good job. I stream with my heroes. So
Ripa's disgusted.
I'm calling Siobhan right after this. I'm gonna call HR.
Oh man!
Look at that, Jay. Joe is in the chat. She's offended too. What is this, man? I'm gonna have to deal with this after I get out of here. She's like, you start.
Oh my God! I am never gonna financially recover from this.
I like to apologize to all my Latinx community.
Oh, they're already.
That's double offensive.
Oh man!
Obviously, they misunderstood my words. Spick.
Again.
He just doubled down. He doubled down.
Yeah, are you guys not hearing my English? What?
So, Jeremy, I'm just going to give you that ticket, okay?
Yes, thank you. Good to have Jay back. We missed you last week, buddy.
Well, see you later.
Yeah, well, see you later. Oh man,
that's better than you playing that freaking damn Canadian Bear like every freaking time there's a membership.
What does that have to do?
Canadian Bear.
How you deleted that
already? So we had family come over this weekend. This was funny, and they're like, they came into the studio. So like our nieces and nephews. And they came into the studio and they're like, is that the bear from that commercial? I was like, yes, that's Canadian Bear. I was like, how the hell do they know this? We didn't tell them about that. Oh, man.
You got to love
Canadian
it.
Bear is all over.
Canadian Bear, Curtis the Cow is the next one we're going to get rolling. So I'm looking forward to that one. Curtis the Cow. So Jay is a walking meme. I don't know how he does it. I don't like. So that vlog over there on Geeks and Gamers Clips, you can go watch the vlog of Chris's birthday. But like Steph, because you were recording, what happened in that moment where Jay was complaining, but then the waitress and he looked up? What was that exactly?
Yeah, he was complaining because so where we went, if you don't finish like your food, you get charged extra because it's like a buffet, I guess.
And Jay went plop down like a
whatever, and
Jay was plopping down like a mountain of food, not knowing what he was doing.
Yeah, he had so much food left over, and so he started complaining about it, and I was just filming him complaining about it. And the waitress came over, and he was just like, he stopped mid-sentence, and his eyes got wide, and he was just like. Nobody noticed it, but I'm filming him watching, and it was so funny. And then he's just like, "Thank you, ma'am, thank you."
It's not even close to what happened.
Exactly what
ice cream. He wanted to get ice cream, and so he was full. He's not gonna have any room for ice cream. He was upset about that.
Jay, why do you like take so much food when you go to a buffet? Like you're supposed to do a little bit at a time. Like he filled up his plate as if he was feeding all of us, and then he didn't finish it, and he had to pay extra. You didn't read the fine print?
It was called Hot Pocket, and I didn't even know.
Hot pot.
I don't even know like how it works. You just go there and there's like raw beef. So I just put a slab of raw beef on my plate, and then I just set it on the table, and nobody did anything with it. Y'all just
I was cooking it. I was cooking it for you.
Beardo cooked all the food.
At the end,
I cooked dinner for everybody.
I was just like,
Jay spilled half of his ramen though. You spilled half your ramen.
Yeah,
because they gave me a spoon. Like I didn't want a spoon. I wanted a fork, but they gave me a spoon, and so when I came up, the juice made it like flop off the bowl, and I whatever. But I still ate most of it. I was full, man, because I had to eat all that.
You didn't finish it. I was eating chicken. I didn't even get chicken.
I got
you were giving it to us.
That weird shrimp had like white sauce on it. I didn't like that too much, but
you had to cook it, Jay. You ate it raw.
You're the one that grabbed it.
Don't tell me you ate that raw.
Every day is an adventure with Jay, man. I don't know how he's able to be so funny when he's not even.
How am I funny? How he was just eating.
That was an unintentionally funny moment. His eyes got so wide, and he just stopped talking.
I wanted ice cream, right?
I couldn't stop laughing. I could not stop laughing.
Jake, see what you're missing by not hanging out with us all the time.
I'm missing so much.
I still get my ice cream.
We'll have to go back, okay? We'll have to go back.
Yeah.
Krista really likes that place. Hot pot, not hot pocket. Jay.
It was actually pretty good. It was good.
Hayden just dropped 50.
50
says, I can't wait to have a drink with Jay in Vegas. So Hayden and his girlfriend are coming to Vegas. So
I will tell you the secrets of success in life, Hayden.
I think Hayden can teach you.
I think Hayden's doing okay. Yeah, maybe someone else.
Yeah,
now that I think about it.
Hayden, how you doing, buddy? I hadn't seen you the last few streams, and it's good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, man, Vegas is going to be great. Jake, you going to come to Vegas and hang out at the Friday Night Tights Geeks and Gamers meetup?
Oh, when is it?
What's the date?
It's a week after his fight, I think. We could drive to his fight and then watch it and then drive to Vegas.
We could do that. So essentially what our plan is we're going to rent, I don't know, maybe a big SUV, maybe a van. We're going to carpool. We're going to vlog the whole thing, Geeks and Gamers, from Orlando all the way to Vegas. We may go some different places. It's going to be fun. Going to be awesome. Jay's going to be there, so plenty of memes will be happening. And
spilling stuff in the van.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
it says pretty busy, but today we confirm we are going. So yes, so that is awesome, man. That is awesome. It's so cool getting to meet people. Like, I'll never forget meeting Jay Schwalbach for the first time. Jay Schwalbach came to the FNT meetup last year, and Jay Schwalbach is awesome. And you've seen through all of his super chats and everything and how funny he is. So he literally bought and brought a walrus penis bone to the meetup so that I could present that to Dan Vask to defeat him in bragging rights. So this giant fucking penis bone. And this dude literally standing outside. He goes, "Hey, I got something for you, Jeremy." Hands it to him. It's a fucking giant whale or walrus penis bone. I'm like, you are exactly like you are on the internet, and I love it. So it's good to meet so many people and hang out with people. And when is Bragging Rights going to return? I know. You guys keep asking. I just don't like Dan Bass that much. So I don't know. See, he's just not a good person.
He does win at Fortnite though, unlike Jeremy. We lost both matches, and after Jeremy left, we won 2 in a row.
Oof. It doesn't matter how many fucking times I win. It's when I not there and they win. All of a sudden, I suck. Fuck y'all.
I didn't say it, was the chat. I wasn't saying anything. I was like, man, I don't know what these guys are. They're talking a lot of shit here today. I don't know what to say.
Am I the leader? No, Drunk 3PO is the leader. Jay is the leader of this whole
Fat
thing.
Loba.
So, yeah, so Jay's the leader.
Yes, see, I'm wearing the crown.
That's right. That's a good name.
It is good. That's a good one.
Let me see. All right. I see you guys.
Jeremy the leader.
Wait, actually, that's what we should see, Jake. This was a good suggestion. We need to get Jeremy and Dan into the ring. That's what we got to see.
Let's do it.
Settle it once and for all.
I'm too damn old, man. So I'm in my mid 40s. People don't think that.
Dan's old.
Dan's like 56, to be fair. So Dan's 56 years old.
There.
So the next thing I want to talk about was this Chris Pratt clip.
Do not come.
Jay is already messing with me. Chris Pratt clip. Not clip. What the fuck? I need the beard of shame. I need the beard of shame for that one. So.
A double J laugh.
What a lag is so funny.
What the heck, man?
Running into the car clip.
This clip of Chris Pratt talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Rip is gonna slip a game award in. Watch.
Cut.
Cut, Roy. So if you guys could pull that up really quick, and we're gonna talk about it. And for some reason, these fucking twat waffles keep hitting us on copyright on this. It's a fucking interview. What the fuck are you doing the interview for if we can't react to it? It's the dumbest thing I've seen. I got hit on the live stream earlier. Stephanie tried to clip out this for a video, and they hit us for that. I don't understand it. I don't know, like, what the fuck? Who is this, entertainment or extra? And they keep hitting us for this. But as I've said, I think this is $1 billion movie. But what's really interesting, there's 2 things to take away from this. Chris Pratt obviously understands fandom, and he sounds a lot like Henry Cavill in this clip. But also, at the end, he talks about what I have predicted. If this movie is successful, we're looking at a Nintendo Cinematic Universe. So let's play the clip.
So you guys have kind of poked fun at this. The voices. When the trailer came out, everyone was like, "Why don't they sound more Italian?" But I think the movie handles it in such a great way. So what do you say to the people who are saying they need to sound more Italian?
Come watch the movie. Go watch the movie and then we can talk. I really think that, like, once you see the movie, and you know what, and in all honesty, I think you probably need to watch it twice. I think that in all honesty, the answer though is that this is a passionate fan base, and it makes sense. Like, I understand, I'm part of it. This is the soundtrack to your youth. Yeah. And you don't want someone to come along and cynically kind of destroy it as a cash grab with the movie. I fully understand that. You do not want that to happen. And there were so many hearts and souls and minds dedicated to making sure that didn't happen. And you saw the movie. It's really honors the video game. It honors the world of Mario, and is very promising as to like what we could expect over the next 10 years, like an entire universe of these types of movies. They're super nostalgic. They're really fun. It's Illumination, so they know what they're doing. And it's great because, I mean, especially for me now that I have kids, like, I have to see every animated movie, whether it's good or not. So I'm really grateful when a great animated movie comes out. And so
perfectly said by Chris Pratt. There's the multiple things to talk about there, though. They're obviously just him, channeling his Henry Cavill, basically saying, like, fans are passion, and you don't want to see something ruined by a cash grab, and you want something that honors, yada, yada, yada. I think we've seen that pretty much with all of the marketing of this movie up to this point and all of the little things that they're adding to it. But he also talked about this cinematic universe moving forward for the next 10 years. This is going to be like Disney has opened up such a massive window right now for this Mario movie. Like I asked this question the other day. When's the last time Disney had a legitimate animated movie that wasn't ruined by bullshit and propaganda? Like that actually was successful. I can't like what's the last one? Like I enjoyed Coco, but I don't think Coco actually did anything special in terms of the box office. You know what I mean? But like what really was the last time they did something special? And
Toy Story 3 was pretty good.
Toy Story 3 was fantastic.
Could
you
be
know
one
what I
of the
mean?
last ones.
And that might be one of the last ones. I mean, I
Maybe
know
another
Toy Story...
Pixar movie. What Pixar movies came out after Toy Story?
I don't even think that Finding
really good.
Dory was all that impressive.
I liked Finding Dory. It was okay. But like Frozen obviously was a big deal.
Big Hero 6?
Big Hero 6 was okay. I remember that one being good, but look how far back we're going, and that's my entire point. Like the opportunity for Nintendo to come in here and take full advantage of this opportunity. Families are looking for a good family-friendly movie to take their kids to go see and enjoy. And Mario is one of the biggest icons we have, period. And this just looks like this could be a game changer. So what is it?
I mean, yeah, look at, let me say this very slowly. Puss in Boots. I mean, it did phenomenal. So
it did. It overcome every expectation.
There's a huge market for that. I mean, huge. So there's no reason why this movie, unless it's like got some weird stuff in it that we don't know about, shouldn't do extremely well across the boards, because Nintendo has a worldwide audience. You know, it's worldwide. So.
Well, I'm still waiting for Nintendo to actually announce like potentially some type of Mario game. I mean, they got Tears of the Kingdom. That's kind of the thing that they need to focus in on completely. But I mean, Mario movie comes out in what? A week and a half?
Yeah, a week.
So I guess we're not going to get that. I mean, you have Tears of the Kingdom out there. I expected a Mario game to kind of be to complement this, but
no, I mean, like the other thing too is that I mean, it is what it is. They're opening the theme parks, and a lot of that's centering around, you know, Mario and things like that. So it's all gonna connect in the big picture. It's the same way that Disney would always do with their theme parks and everything else. It always connect, and they would advertise, "Come meet the star of this new movie that they just came out." And you know, it'd get flooded, but that I think it's all going to connect with that as well. Probably, I don't know anything about a video game, but with the theme parks theming and what's coming to Orlando is going to be massive for Nintendo. So I think all that's just going to hype it up even more. If this movie does billions, like you know, it does $1 billion at the box office, which probably will, and then it's like, hey, you loved Mario the movie, now come visit him in Orlando. You know, it's like it's just gonna make it's just all gonna connect.
If they set it up right, the park opens in 2 years. So if they could make a sequel in about 2 years, that would be perfect timing for them on that front when Epic Universe opens up here.
I mean, I just think everything is lining up for this movie to be something special. And I can't wait for it. I can't wait. So anybody else got anything on this before we move on? I know Hayden just said Mario's the only thing this year that I'm legitimately excited to see. Want to see John Wick 4, but the excitement around Mario is much bigger to me. Yeah, I think
John Wick 4 is very good.
John Wick 4 is incredible.
Very good.
Yeah, the John Wick 4 hype has been really crazy. Everybody's really saying that that's either the best film of the franchise or at least the second best after the first one. A lot of people. So, and are we going to get a fifth one? Is that so they're going to make a fifth one now?
You'll have to watch the movie. I don't even want to speculate because that could even spoil things right now.
And then Oppenheimer's the other one I'm looking forward to. I saw Joel Thomas, and obviously I'm a Nolan fanboy, so I will.
That could be a great movie, but I don't know if how much money it'll make.
I mean,
we'll see.
I don't think
it's Nolan, but it's a very serious topic. It's about the Manhattan Project, the development of the atomic bomb.
Yep.
So I will like it because I'm a history buff, but it'll be interesting to see. We've seen him. Dunkirk was great. He usually does like action movies, things like that. Or something that has a lot of, you know, punch to it. Interstellar, all this good stuff. Inception. But this will be interesting because I want to see how he dramatizes what is up until, you know, the bomb explodes kind of
Well, I
very
think
nerdy and
another
things like
thing
that.
it's got
But
going
it'll be
for
good.
it has a huge ensemble cast. Like, it's
Yeah.
got like 20 stars in it, like
Mhm.
big time A-list actors. So
I think it'll be a great movie, but it'll be interesting to see how it does compared to other Nolan films.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think it's $1 billion film, but it's definitely going to do well because it's Nolan.
Yeah.
And Tenet's the only movie. Like, I didn't really like Tenet that much. But Tenet came out at a weird time when the lockdowns were happening, and Nolan was really adamant about, like, I'm releasing my movie, which I respect the fact that he was all for it, and it clearly just didn't work out for him. But you know, I would say Tenet to me is my least favorite Nolan film for sure. It's and then probably The Dark Knight Rises after that. But those are like, we're dealing with like some of the greatest movies of all time for him, you know.
Yeah, if those are your worst movie.
Yeah, Prestige, Memento, Dark Knight, Inception, and Interstellar, and the list goes on. So, and yeah, Cillian Murphy is going to be the star of it, and he's not a box office draw, but he's a great actor. So, and like Beardo said, it's got a huge cast in it. So I expect to love Oppenheimer. I don't know what the mass appeal will be to the general audience. I have no idea, but you know, it is what it is. All right, let's see. We
Probably
got
do better than Dungeons and Dragons, which is predicted to do worse than Shazam. That's
What's
for sure.
going on with that? Like, I don't even like. We need to get a Rude Eye on here to talk about that, probably. But
it's like they killed their film when it was just like, we're gonna subject men to or something like that. It was like whatever the actors came out and said that it's like they killed their movie after that. So it's crazy, and now it's like gonna be like a nasty flop.
So did it come out or is it about to come out?
I think it comes out this weekend.
Okay. So I wonder what the box office tracking for that is, because D&D D&D's massive, but from what I understand, D&D
Emasculate. Sorry, Jeremy. Yeah, that's right. People in the chat, good job. They're always the MVP. They said that this movie emasculating men. They did an interview, and it's like since that interview, the hype and everything for this film just tanked. They said that it's gonna the predictions, I believe, was supposed to be under Shazam. So,
Yeesh.
Dude. Well, speaking of that, Shazam is now officially going to be the worst DCEU film ever. I think that it's. I think the box office, when it's all said and done, if you can pull that tweet up, Steph, that we had earlier, I think that the box office run, when it's all said and done, is supposed to be at like $145 to $155 million when it's all said and done.
Jeez.
I mean, Ripa, if you've ever going to make a RipaVerse movie, man, you need to get on it, because you got to. Marvel and DC fucking up big time.
I wish, man. We'll see what when I saw him 2 sales, man. Maybe.
I mean, but yeah, this Shazam situation. There's a lot of problems, man, whether it's James Gunn's announcement, whether it's the Henry Cavill stuff. So right there, Shazam, Fury of the Gods is expected to end its theatrical run with between 145 million and 155 million globally. This is the worst box office ever for a DCEU at the worldwide box office. Boom. So you've got so many problems with the DCEU, and I talked about this today on Geeks Gamers Daily, but on one hand, you've got the Snyder fan base. Regardless of what you think about those movies, and obviously everybody knows where I stand on them, they have a fan base. And you wanted to keep that fan base engaged, and you kept giving them hope to be excited about stuff, but in reality, they never saw that vision fully realized. Now you've essentially moved on from it while not definitively saying that it's dead, but now you have James Gunn out there making these announcements and then actively saying Henry Cavill is not coming back. There's a lot of confusion on what's going to happen with The Flash, because you got Ezra Miller beating the hell out of women all over the fucking world, and yet they have no problem. They're not going to denounce him because they can't, because it'll hurt their movie. You got Michael Keaton returning. You got Ben Affleck out there saying that he doesn't want to work for James Gunn. Now you got reports of Chris Pratt saying he does want to work with James Gunn, because obviously he has a relationship with James Gunn, and that makes a lot of sense from that perspective. I don't know what to think about the DCEU, but now Shazam, I think Shazam is dealing with the fallout of so much uncertainty. Not to mention that I just don't think there was a ton of attention for that movie anyway, regardless. But when you deal with all the negativity, so Ripple, what do you think's going to happen with DC moving forward? As much as you're out of touch with a lot of what they're doing, I know. So
well, in the movies, yeah, I keep tabs definitely for the sake of being or understanding the industry. You know what I mean? You need to keep tabs on that. But yeah, to your point, I think a lot of that is kind of the perfect storm for why people just aren't really interested in this. At all. It's you have, I guess, these couple of movies that are supposed to segue them into this next new phase with James Gunn. So it's like, what's the point? Maybe some people are going to see, but all around it was like a waste. The fact that they had Black Adam have his own fucking movie, and then they bring in like, I guess Shazam, like, to those that don't understand, you figure like those characters are like inherently tied to each other, and they've done fucking nothing at all with it, which makes no sense whatsoever. So it goes to show that the direction maybe is not the best, but also, like I said, it's, does Shazam need to be able to? Is he able to hold a movie on his own, considering kind of how the character is made up, especially without a Black Adam being anywhere near this? So yeah, it's a perfect storm. So if they keep it up with that, well, they're not. We know they're not. James Gunn has his own thing going on, and they're gonna keep certain elements of this previous universe, depending on what happens outside of Flash, which is why that's the main reason why they're keeping it around. It's because they have so much invested in it, and they're using it to introduce this new thing that they're doing, and they're trying to segue in, and more than likely gonna be some Speed Force bullshit that they probably already done a million times to try to set up their new little universe. So yeah, it's just perfect storm. A lot could have gone wrong, and so it's shit decisions while also the uncertainty.
Yep, 100%. Well, the biggest DC fan here, Fear the Beardo. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's turned into a big fucking mess. And they still have Aquaman 2 that still is going to come out. And I heard that
Blue Beetle.
And Blue Beetle, yep. Aquaman 2 is going to come out still, and I heard that was testing worse than Shazam 2. So if Shazam 2 is this bad, and Aquaman 2 is testing worse than that, then that's going to be really bad. And, I'm not impressed with this Flash movie. I think that they're, it's more of these, activist hires who are taking Flashpoint, the Flashpoint comic, and the animated movie, which were both masterpieces. The whole Flashpoint arc is fantastic, and then you're taking away Thomas Wayne, and you're just like going the whole like nostalgia route with Michael Keaton. It's like, and we're supposed to believe that 71-year-old Michael Keaton is still out there kicking ass. It's like, yeah, I understand Michael Keaton. It rides home with so many Batman fans, but it's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You're stepping away from the OG Thomas Wayne Flashpoint Batman, and you're bringing back a 71-year-old Michael Keaton to reprise his role as Batman. It's all a big mess, and that's exactly what James Gunn is doing. He's playing damage control right now. It's all damage control. He knows that he's eventually going to restart everything, but he still has these movies that the studio is putting out and that they spent hundreds of millions of dollars on that still need to come out. So he can't totally say, oh yeah, we're moving on from Flash just yet, because the movie still needs to come out and it still needs to make money for the studio. Yep. So I think
that's for you right there.
DC does need to lock it in. They need to lock it in. I also think that the fans in the studio, I think Warner Brothers is just as guilty as the fans. The fans need to stop trying to make comparisons to the MCU. The DC universe and the MCU are not related at all. And I think that part of the problem is that the fans and Warner Brothers both were looking at the whole Snyderverse, trying to compare it to the MCU and saying, oh, well, it needs to keep up with the MCU, which in probably certain cases it did. But they're two completely different tones, two completely different directions, different stories. So I think that Warner Brothers was looking at the whole MCU fan base and everything that the MCU was doing, and they were trying to make this DC universe something that it never was supposed to be. And I think that's what hurt it as well.
Well said. Well said. I mean, the whole thing's hey, listen, from the content I cover on this channel, continue to fuck it up. That's fine. I mean, I win either way. You either give me good content that I enjoy or bad content that I can monetize. Okay, I'm in a win-win situation. I mean, I'm good with it either way. So I mean, obviously, the smart thing for you to do as a company is to make good shit. But it just seems like, I don't know, man. James Gunn walking into the DC cinematic universe right now and not bringing Henry Cavill on as Superman is the equivalent of Phil Jackson walking in Chicago and going, I don't need that Jordan guy. I'm going to do it on my own. You know what I mean? Like, it's dumb. It makes no sense. Now, I know we have the reports of Chris Pratt saying he's interested to work with James Gunn. I think that's a good fit. I do think that would be a positive thing for the universe, depending on who they were going to cast Chris Pratt as. I don't think Chris Pratt would be a Superman or anything like that. That would be a bad casting, in my opinion, as much as I love Chris Pratt. But Chris Pratt being part of the DC would be pretty cool from that standpoint. Him and James Gunn obviously have a great working relationship. And James Gunn, to his credit, has actually stood up for Chris Pratt against the leftist attacks because he's a Christian conservative and all of that, which is pretty rare for that to happen. So I guess we'll see. Do we have any idea who Chris could be? Could he be Batman? I
think right off the top of my head, if Chris Pratt wanted to go like the bad guy route and wanted to be a dickhead, I think he could be a good Guy Gardner.
I don't think
Guy Gardner,
Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern. I think Chris Pratt could be a good Guy Gardner. I think.
I don't think he would go that route. I mean, I personally would hate for him to be Batman. I would hate that. I would despise that. I would hate that. Even not as bad as Superman though. But you got Chris Pratt. He's an A-list movie star. He's a big deal. He's going to have to be a prominent character. He can't be he's not going to be a lesser known character or he's got to be a leader of a film, leader of a franchise if he's going to be in the DC, in James Gunn's DC. So Leslie Jones as Alfred, I think would work great. So God damn it. Oh, but that's where, we're obviously going to continue to follow it here. And, it's going to be fun to watch this trash fire continue to play out. We got almost 3,000 people here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it here on Tuesday Night's Main Event. No Mike. And I know Krista was really upset about that because she's really, really, there it is. Hang on.
Meek.
Go ahead. Meek. Go ahead. Keep doing it.
Meek.
Keep doing it.
Meek.
The whole chat was like, I think the meme is like, it's just overwhelming how much the Meek meme is like, and it's all Krista's fault.
Had you seen the beginning? You walked in on the stream yesterday. As soon as we started playing Fortnite, it was like Meeks and Gamers, Meek, a double Meek, triple Meek, Meek-tacular, Meek-trocity,
John Meek 4.
It was like all the puns everywhere. It was like, man, it was golden. I'm gonna keep that chat just forever, just for those Meeks.
Jake, you hang out long enough, Chris will meme you, and then the chat will meme you after Chris.
Ready for it. Here for it.
It's what she does. Like, it's what she does. Like, Jay, like she created this whole like farming universe of Jay. And like she wrote a story on like geeksgamers.com about Jay and his farm and how he goes out and milks the cows and all that. Like
I'm the one that created Canadian.
Oh, I heard about his whole
Yeah.
cow thing.
Yeah. Look at Jay.
Got nothing.
Got nothing.
McAverse says Aiden. McAverse.
McAverse with Jay the cow.
But no, shout out to Mike. He had some family stuff that he had to deal with, and so we love Mike, and he'll be back next week, as will Ryan, maybe Ryan dies and I make super chat money. Either way, I'm gonna win, so it's all good. And would anybody really be upset if Ryan died at this point? Like, seriously, like, come on, like,
Beardo, you ready to take over Sports Wars?
I mean, I'd get a promotion out of it.
yeah,
So.
I'm ready to move up the totem pole, especially
like
I got leverage after Jay tonight, so now I'm going to work my way up.
Yeah, we got blackmail on Jay.
Josiah might be joining us here shortly.
Hey, you can have it, man.
Oh, might have Josiah hopping in here soon. But in all reality, I hope Ryan gets to feeling better. Ryan Ryan works his ass off for Geeks and Gamers, and
Mhm.
you know, he does everything to the point where, like, even when we're playing pool, you know, like in the house, like we're like trying to play pool, we're competitive, we're talking shit. Ryan just walks by angry to go record a video. You know, he don't even like, you don't want to get. He's like, I gotta record videos. Fuck y'all.
We're like, Ryan, you got to get in on this. You got to add your name to the board. He goes, I'm fucking working. All right.
So for him to obviously not be here, and he wasn't on Geek Gamers Daily earlier, you know, he's not feeling too well. So hopefully he gets to feeling better in all reality. And yeah, man, we'll be in full form next week with Meek and Ryan returning, and Krista will be there with the memes. Beardo, you ready to read some super chats?
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Wait,
Let's go.
What?
Did you read the private chat?
Oh yeah, Rippa. I know Rippa's got to go.
Rippa's
My
gotta
bad,
go.
Rippa. I know you got something you come up, so Rippa's got to go.
Yeah, man, I got work, man. That's such is life. My operations got out this week, so I'm hustling and bustling. I'll be also up at 4:15 in the morning, as well. So yeah, I'm gonna bounce and get to work, finish up some stuff. Nonetheless, it was always good, as always, to be here. Appreciate Jake showing up, showing some love as well. So yeah, I will be.
Twitter.
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
What the heck?
What? Am I not already following you? You know?
It's okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm following you.
I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to
hold on. I'm pretty sure I'm following you.
I think you begged like a time before and he didn't answer.
Oh wow! I didn't even know that. Oh boy!
Oh man!
Yeah, look at that.
Hey, look at that. No way. Eric July just followed me on Twitter.
I didn't know that. I thought I was already following you. Huh. All right. Well,
I'll just say to Beardo, you're welcome.
Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it.
Oh man. But no, yeah, I gotta get to work. I appreciate everybody showing support. We had a big release, obviously. We still have plenty of those special covers. If you are UltraMech on ericdjuly.com, which is what I used to, I replaced Patreon. We can give you that cover. You get free shipping also with that on all our merchandise items. So it's worth it. Not just with that special cover, you get everything else. So ericdjuly.com for everybody that's trying to get in, on that riververse.com to get in if you just want to try to get some the merch that we have now marked down. But appreciate everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna get to work though.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Later,
hey, good work, man. Take it easy.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right,
Bye.
later.
Peace.
Ripper.
Mage Demon just dropped 10
10
gifted memberships to Geeks and Gamers. Mage Demon has lost his mind and he's here to lose it some more, and I'm okay with that. I also see Acorn Pop in the chat, but I don't know if that's the Corn Pop.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the Corn Pop, because the Corn Pop just sends a lot of strange fucking like the Corn Pop actually says a lot of weird shit. So I'm gonna have to see if that's the Corn Pop. Now I'll still take your money, to be clear, but I don't know if that's the Corn Pop.
They usually
we will
send
see.
more. Yeah.
And but they say like even their comments are like really weird. With
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
it's really strange stuff. So you can't fake the Corn Pop. That is true. So thank you to everybody for the gifted subs and all of that. And let's go, Beardo.
Let's go. Josh Kelsey for 20 says
20.
nothing.
20.
Nothing.
Slaps it down
Just
on the
coming in
table and
here.
walks away.
Here's $20. See you later.
Well, see you later.
Sir, I don't even know how you pronounce this. Sir Paladin Thunder
I'm making
Cake
Jay laugh.
for $10 says Donkey Kong to be recasted by Jonathan Majors. Danky Kang. Also, is this racist?
Well,
man.
see you
I'm just
later.
reading it. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just
Hey,
reading it.
Jeremy,
Oh,
check private chat.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, no problem. Let me, before you bounce, Jake. Look who's here. Look who's here.
The legend.
Damn.
Hey.
I definitely need to leave.
What's up, buddy?
I was thinking about not coming on when I saw that Jake and Beardo were both on here. I was like, oh, I don't know if I can handle another night with them. But
we need to get the clip. I'm not going to say too much. The clip of Josiah right before we film something and just see him panicking.
yeah, I'm sure we'll have plenty of stories about that when it comes to that point. Yeah, because Oh man, I don't know if you guys have talked at all about like the shoot that we did the other week.
We
or
told
not,
him the
but-
whole story synopsis, everything.
Yeah,
We showed
everything.
all the details.
All right,
title,
all right.
No, we did.
Very minimal. I was
Very
careful.
We wanted the boss man himself before we could. We didn't know how much you wanted to say.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've seen a lot that I haven't talked about anything. So
Yeah,
take it away,
yep.
sir.
Yeah, so I'm at this point, I'm sure a lot of you know that Jake and Beardo are both in one of our films that we're working on currently. We spent all of a whole week just preparing for one scene in particular. It was a very intensive fight scene that we shot that week, and it was just one of the most difficult things that we have achieved so far with EpicVerse was doing this scene. Basically, I can tell you this, the fight scene that we do with Beardo and Jake, and a lot of people on my team were basically saying that I was insane for wanting to do this, but we did a one-shot fight scene for the film between Jake and Beardo. It's almost like a 3.5 minute long shot that we do. And so just imagine Jake and Beardo having to learn this extremely intense fight that took them like 2.5 days to learn. And, just practicing literally for like 10, 12 hours a day. And then having to not only shoot that, but have to do multiple takes because you also have to make sure that the camera is doing everything perfectly at the same time that Jake and Beardo are doing their things perfectly. So it was an absolutely incredible experience, and we got it. We got the shot that we want, and I cannot wait for you guys to see the film that we're working on. It is Jake the Viking, so yes, it is a Viking film that we are doing, and it's going to be absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. It's going to be
hell
so
yeah.
So,
And I lost my toenail.
I got punched in the face by Jake the Viking. I did.
Well, what's funny is though, like Beardo was showing me some stuff, and then like Steph was looking at his phone. I'm looking at his phone, and then he scrolls by something, and it looked like he was taking bathroom selfies. She's like, "Beardo, are you taking bathroom selfies?" And it was what he was doing. He was showing the bruises that he had. He was like, it was taking pictures. She was trying to roast him for it.
I was beat up, man.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this: both Jake and Beardo just gave everything for that fight, and I really, really appreciate it. And it's going to be awesome. And you all are going to love it. I just can't wait for you guys to see it. So
yeah,
my voice
definitely
still hasn't recovered.
Yeah. And I mean, the film is definitely not even finished with shooting. We still have more shooting that we got to do with Jake and Beardo as well. And but the fight scene is over, and that was definitely the most difficult part of the film. So yeah, I mean, I will say this, with EpicVerse, I know that there's a lot of people that are asking, like, why are we not saying very much about EpicVerse and all of that type of stuff? A lot of it just comes down to we just don't want to, we don't want to share too much before we actually are ready. What we're doing right now is actually this week we are beginning to work on building our own website for EpicVerse. It's going to be from complete scratch. It's going to be made by the same people who did the website for Viva La Dirt League. So they're really, they understand how to build a really awesome website. So they're going to be building ours. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And so we just have a lot of things that are in the works right now. Obviously, the whole like filmmaking side of it, making the films, this might be a shock to some people, but that's actually just a very small part of what we're actually doing with EpicVerse. Like we have a whole lot that we have to build at this point with, a website and with the business and the marketing team, kind of the whole team in general. And obviously, making the content. So there's a lot of moving pieces that we're working on with EpicVerse right now. And it's some days it feels like a lot, but I will say this: every day we do have something to celebrate when it comes to a win for EpicVerse. Some days it's a small win, some days it's a really great big win, but every day we are winning with EpicVerse, and we're just continuing to get to that point where we can actually show you guys what we've been working on for the past few months. So
hell yeah, man.
What is it with you in these crazy shoots? Because when I was there, it was like a freaking blizzard. I was freezing to death.
Well, I
wish we had a picture. I wish we had a picture of Mike or Meek. I wish we had a picture of him that night because you see that kid in Christmas Story, the little brother. when he was
Yeah,
going out. He was
yeah.
that's what
Can't
that's
put
what
my
he
arms down.
That's what he looked like. It was, and he had like a little microphone sticking out. Like, oh my god, it was so funny.
Yeah, that blizzard was not at all planned. So we kind of had some very similar stuff happen with Jake and Beardo when they were up to. Like there's things that were happening that that we had to work around, and we did. You know, we found workarounds, and that's kind of the fun thing about shooting, especially filmmaking, is that it's just like it's about adapting to the different things that are thrown at you. I do have a couple pictures here that I wanted to share from the shoot as well.
Before he shows that, I saw we had a $50 super chat from Steven Wasick. I will get to that here soon. We also had 20 more gifted memberships from Mage Demon.
20.
And Mage Demon says, Krista, do a backflip.
Now?
We'll get to that. Krista, maybe on Twitch or something, you can do the backflip or park hopping. What do you think?
I thought this would be a good one since Mike isn't here tonight. This would be a nice one to share. There's Mike in his full glory on the top and the bottom. So it's
meek.
Look at his little puff on the top of his head.
Yeah. So this was a scene that we were shooting that was a pretty intense scene between Jake and Beardo, especially for their characters, and kind of so basically Jake and Beardo, they're playing brothers, and there's a lot of things that kind of happen in their relationship that cause let's say some strife between them. So that's kind of what this whole scene is about here. So we were just getting ready for that. It doesn't look like it's that cold, but that day was freezing.
Yeah, it was.
So,
it was like 18 degrees outside. No
yes.
doubt.
Yep. Exactly.
And this is when you ruined a really great take.
Josiah did, not me.
Yeah, Beardo never.
camera.
And I do have another picture here as well. So this was the day where we had an unexpected amount of snow that came, so we had to kind of work around that. But yeah, so those are just some pictures from the shoot and stuff.
We never built a snowman.
Ready? Yeah, it was way too cold to build a snowman.
Well, I saw Beardo showed up with like a t-shirt on. How long did that one last, Beardo?
Oh no, I was in a t-shirt nearly the entire time unless I was in costume. I didn't bring any long sleeves.
Yeah. He came like rolling up, and he had like freaking like I don't know. Well, Jake was wearing like sandals or something. Like I was like, what?
Slides, dude,
bro.
We thought Beardo got Malaysia though, because we were in the impression he had a direct flight from Orlando.
Yeah,
and so we're just sitting there, and the little screen shows there's no flights coming from Orlando. We can't get up with him. It's like, well, we don't know where he went.
Yeah,
I get off the plane in Michigan, and I'm hit with like 3 texts from Josiah, like, bro, are you okay? Are you alive?
It was really funny because when we were wondering like what happened to Beardo, like Jake and I were already like planning, okay, so what are we gonna shoot if Beardo doesn't show up? Like, let's work around this and make it some sort of thing where it's just one crazy brother who is trying to,
good personalities.
Yeah, exactly. So it was funny. It was really funny.
I'm excited, man. I mean, I know what you're doing is not easy. I've obviously known you for a long time, and I know you've had a passion for filmmaking for a long time, and now obviously with the success of your channel, you've taken a real opportunity and put a ton of money into this, a ton of money. And so we like to clown on you for your clickbait thumbnails and titles, but you're damn sure doing some good stuff, bro. I'm proud of you. So
all that is going right into EpicVerse. So
right. I see a Josiah video. I'm like, wait, really? Click on it. Josiah's the master at it. So that is the real corn pop, by the way. So the real corn pop is here. Nice. The legend has returned, but he's mad because not corn pop is not blocked. Apparently, I don't know. Our chat is it's like a better, like sometimes the chat's better than the show. The chat's so damn good here, so we appreciate all of you guys. No telling what's going on. But yeah, I know Jake, you got to bounce here pretty soon. So tell them where they can find you. Tell them whatever you want to plug. I appreciate you being here, man. And looking forward to your fight and whatever you need, man. You're always welcome at Geeks and Gamers, brother.
I just need that Geeks and Gamers on my ass for that fight.
You got to tell me how much, and then I got to tell the chat so they can help us make it happen. So
we'll figure something out. But yeah, you can find me, Jake the Viking, on all social media platforms, TikTok, even though it's about to get banned, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. I got a big fight coming up with the Misfits Boxing April 21st in New Orleans. You can watch it on the Zone or Go. It'll be at Xavier. So go to New Orleans. After the fight, we're all hitting Bourbon Street. Jeremy's paying for everybody. So
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So yeah, do you really, on that note, because I know you're trying to leave, do you really think TikTok is going to get banned? I think it's a realistic thing, and I
have no idea, because have you heard some of the questions those guys are asking the CEO?
The bill is so bad, though.
The bill is so bad.
It's awful. It's the Patriot Act 2.0, baby.
The bill is really bad, and like you got
TikTok access your home network.
Like you've got 3 million followers on TikTok, so you obviously do a lot over there. You know, so it's like I've never been on the TikTok bandwagon. I'm not a fan of TikTok per se. I don't spend much time on there. Chris has done great stuff over there on the Geeks Gamers Twitch. I'm sorry, the TikTok, by the way. But I don't know, man. I know the Quartering's got a video. I want to check that one out. That he goes more in depth on the bill. But yeah, it's a wild thing.
I saw one video today where the dude was calling out Congress and our government, because they're like, "Why is this the one thing in the last 3 years that you're so quick to jump on?" It feels like the trains it took Biden a week to get in touch with. There was something else that was really important that took them like 72 hours, and all of a sudden they want to get it done right now.
Yeah, the TikTok ban is just a Trojan horse. That's all.
Yeah. And it's like, if it's about the information, people have been able to get information on everybody for the past 25 years. So it's not really about the information, because everybody already has it. If that's the case, then you should ban all the items on Amazon that they're selling, all the little Amazon Echo and all that. So it's like, is it really about that? So
and look,
they're trying to sneak out under the table.
They could just force TikTok to sell specifically and not involve any other companies or any other laws. Just say like, whatever, CCP is bad. Any like CCP affiliated companies, you're done, or you have to sell to a US company. But no, they want to install all this intelligence apparatus to just oppress people even more. But
yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I try not to get specifically political on this channel. Obviously, that's what my D-Day Cobra channel's for. But all I'll say is, when Democrats are unified against something, I'm always concerned. The Democrats are unified in this against TikTok thing right now, and they're really quick to make that decision. And it's just like, why are you so quick to make this decision? But that's another discussion for another time. But Jake, it was good to have you on, buddy. Whatever you need from us, let us know. You guys go follow Jake over on social media. Show him some love, and I'm sure you'll see more of him in the very near future from us. Good luck on your fight, brother.
Watch my videos. I need the views.
Hell yeah. Go subscribe. Man's got like 1.5 million subscribers. Go subscribe to this man. He's got a lot of good content over there too.
Yeah.
Catch y'all later.
Man.
All right,
bye, Jake. Later. So now we have Josiah as our special guest, who's the biggest YouTuber on this stream now. So now, how long
Thanks for having me, guys. It's really great being here. I don't know the guy who's right above me there. What's his name?
What?
Wait, what?
Right
who is that? Yeah, who is this guy? Who are you, Jay?
Anyways, Jared the American for $1.99. Today's my dad's 51st birthday. Well, happy 51st birthday to you, Dad.
Nice. Real quick, let me get this one. So Stephen Wasick says, someone on the Geeks Gamers Discord is pushing the Nashville as a false flag designed to enact gun control. For fuck's sakes, the bodies aren't even cold, and there is no reason to traumatize the families even more, as bad or worse than the media and anti-social media is doing. Yeah, I mean, so the rule here at Geeks and Gamers, is, you can kind of say whatever you want, within reason. Obviously, you can't dox, you can't threaten and stuff like that. But and that goes with like the people on the team. I mean, you can have whatever opinion you want. I'm not going to protect you if your opinion starts getting annihilated by the community. You know what I mean? Because that's you say whatever you want, and then you take the backlash that comes with it. And so if there's people that are part of it, we obviously have a troll problem in all of our communities because we're Geeks and Gamers. I know that like the Discord, Siobhan's put like some I guess the phone confirmation on there, and that's because we were kind of getting botted by a lot of people who were trying to spam us with bots over there, so we had to put some of those into effect. But in terms of like, if people have takes over there, like, as long as you're not just spamming to spam, if you're coming in there and you got a hot take, bring that hot take, and just understand that you're gonna probably get challenged a lot on that. And if you want to come in there with something disrespectful like that, just expect a lot of backlash, a lot. So that's all I can say about that. But yeah, thank you, Steven. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the 50. The 50. We also got 5 more gifted memberships from Enoch Maman, abuser of Streamlabs. Thank you, Enoch Maman.
Legend.
All right, go ahead, Beardo.
Sean Nagranol for $9.99 says, "Hail Jeremy, Ripa, Jay, Rolo, Jake, Beardo, Krista, and Steph. Feel better soon, Ryan." Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Killer
we hope he
King
never feels
Killer
better.
Podcast for
Nice.
$4.99. Got the Super Mac cover ordered today for 3 reasons. Wanted every cover, hiring Kara to spite that moron calling it a grift on stream. Stay great.
Shout out to Ripiverse.
Shout out. Floki the Mad, a membership for 2 months, says, "Hot diggity dog. Corn Pop was the best pop that ever corn popped because corn pop, popcorn, dip, tater chip, all hail. I mean, all hail." Wow.
Corn Pop. Mage Demon just dropped 10 more. Mage Demon has gifted, like, I think it's got to be 300. It's got to be like 300 now. Who
Wow.
did we just lose?
Rolo. Just
Who
dipped.
did we just lose? Who did we lose?
Probably his internet. Oh wait.
Are we losing everybody? Are we losing everybody? What's going on? They found us, guys.
I don't have the super chats in front of me. I'd read them.
Jay
I didn't know what to say.
Jay was like, "Hi."
Well,
Rolo is supporting
my
Black
God.
Lives Matter right now, so Rolo's supporting Black Lives Matter. You're muted
And he's
and
muted.
everything. Jay was just like,
Sorry.
"Hi, I don't have the super chat." They said
He looked happy though. He looked really happy.
They said January 6th. That's what they said.
I'm happy because I got a big fat cookie.
Oh,
oh,
man, that looks like a good cookie.
waffles.
It does.
I should have.
I was about to say
Doggone
bad
it,
things
I
in the chat and they
messed up.
banned me. They dropped me off.
Oh man.
You guys can hear me now though, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
you got it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. B Mo Better for another membership. Chat member for 2 months says, "Meek Nuggets."
BMO better.
Thank you.
Mr. Esk for $10 says, "Jay, here's a hypothetical question. I'm feeling red hot, juicy diarrhea bubbling in my stomach. Where is the best place to take a dump at the Wizarding World?"
Okay.
Me and a
Jay.
cookie, man. So if you have that condition, you probably shouldn't be at the theme park. But if you really have to go to the Men in Black bathroom located. That's pretty empty.
They just renovated it too.
And it's got a New York theme, and it's very cold. They got the air conditioned extra pump. The bathrooms in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter are always crowded and smell like urine. So
Yeah,
if you
they're
don't want
stinky.
to smell like pee,
Ew.
go somewhere else. So
I mean, you made that bathroom, the Men in Black bathroom, sound pretty like a nice
It's
experience.
good.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it smells great. There's
It is. I
cold
used it many
AC.
times.
Like that's why people ask you these questions. You have good answers.
I was eating a cookie though, man. A cookie.
I know, but
A
you still have a
cookie.
good answer.
Always gotta be prepared, man.
I answered it. I answered it
did.
good.
Did well.
Don't smell the
good.
urine.
That was a good
Good job.
answer.
That was
Someone
really
in
good.
the chat, he
That's
says I
spelled
agree.
YURN, by the way, everyone.
Didn't Krista have like a interesting situation at like what was that y'all were talking about on going to the Black Angus bathroom or something? There was
Oh
a
my
code
gosh.
and
We went
you
to
know,
dinner.
Yeah.
And
You got a code?
Yeah, the bathrooms are locked by code. It was a touchpad
Yeah, you have to
code
go like
on the bathrooms.
Bro, that's a
Oh.
that means you're in a bad side of town.
Yeah,
Seriously.
and it smelled so bad. As soon as I opened the door, it was just whoosh in the face. I was like,
It's like an airlock.
it was awful. I felt like
Gary's in the chat
complaining.
with an important question for the Harry Potter fans. Steph,
What?
Harry Potter. I don't know.
I don't know the spell. What's
What's
the
the
spell
spell
to
to
make
make
the poop disappear?
I don't know. I don't know the spell to make.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I don't think
I don't know.
did J.K. Rowling say the spell? I know that they used to do that in the Harry
Well,
Potter universe.
Ooh, they did.
Whatever the spell was, she probably changed it so that it was gay. So knowing her.
The Rant Man for $1.99 says, "Ow, my back hurts." Jay, how could you? War Machine with the Geeks and Gamers membership
Just trying to
gifted
eat a cookie,
5.
man.
Oh, I
Five.
had nothing to say. Thank you,
Five.
War Machine.
Magnum Norris just dropped a $10 super chat. Says Jay
10.
performs under pressure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Sing that song, Jay. She'll be riding 6 whack horses.
It's a one and done.
It's Depulso, by the way, Steph. It's Depulso. Lets you push it.
Mage Demon says, I went to the black.
Fling it, but
Yeah, that's what lets you fling it. It's Depulso.
Mage Demon says, I went to the black in men bathroom. It still hurts.
Black and men? There's not a
No.
black and men. It's men in black,
that's what he
not
said.
black.
Jay, do not. Jay,
Don't question the meme. Don't question the meme, Jay. Don't question the meme.
Black and men?
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
That's over my head. It's
Well-
over my... Oh, that's Mage Demon. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got a
Mage
channel.
Demon. Hey.
I got a
Read
channel
it.
too that could use some
Read it, Jay.
subscribers. Isn't Beardo supposed to be doing this? I went to the black and men bathroom. It still hurts. What is so funny? What am I missing? Somebody sent me in a private chat. What does it mean?
All right, so when Jay grows up, we're gonna have to explain this to him because right now I don't think he can handle that conversation.
We're going to have Dan Vasque explain it to him.
So Jay, when when these things happens, you have to pray for mercy. From
Impressive.
Dan Vasque. Ha
Super Based for 10 says, "Everybody sign up with Lotus Eaters at £5 a month to push back against YouTube censorship. Total BS. Those guys are awesome and massively moving the cultural needle in the right direction." Thank you, Super
Absolutely.
Based.
They are awesome. They are awesome. Shout out to Sargon. So this is what they say to you in the black and men bathroom.
I'm going to teach you the meaning of pain. I'm going to teach you the meaning of humiliation. I'm going to teach you the...
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna use a whalebone too.
I wouldn't doubt
Be
it.
careful, get ready for
I
it.
wouldn't doubt it.
You guys are into some sick stuff. Man.
I'm not
I thought
into it. That's
Josiah
Dan
was a
right
prick.
there. I don't know what you're talking about.
What does that have to do with me?
I don't know. In Brazil, they
Kind
do
of
weird stuff,
diverted
man.
off
What can I
me
tell
for a
you?
second.
The Rant Man with another $1.99 says, "Man of Steel rocks, Jeremy. Batman v Superman sucks, Beardo."
They both suck, but
Well, clearly, Rant Man, you haven't seen the Ultimate Edition of Batman v Superman because that one is a little bit better.
It's like 5 minutes longer.
It's like 15 minutes longer. Yeah,
How does that make it better?
it's
Martha.
better. It adds context.
Martha.
It adds context.
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Anyways, Lulu Blue. Lulu Blue, member for 18 months, says, "Ghost hunting with geeks."
I like
you,
it.
Lulu Blue.
Meeks.
We've talked about that for a long time. So
Yeah.
so
Scary.
So
hopefully
I
we
can
can
bring
make
the
it happen.
cameras and stuff.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Marcus Henry for 10 says, "I don't think it's superhero fatigue. I think it's more superheroes are becoming untrendy because, to be fair, superhero stuff is down across the board. Even in anime, MHA and OPM are down as well."
Now there is something to be said about generational differences. How kids tend to like go against whatever their parents like just to be contrarian. So if you find some connection between that younger audiences don't connect with superhero movies, then I would say it's probably because of that. That's like a cultural cycle.
Yeah, I mean, I'd still just think it just comes
But if you
down
make
to
good stuff, yeah.
Yeah, if you just make it good, it doesn't matter. I mean,
can overcome it.
It's like anything else. We talked earlier. We brought up like Halo, and that's a classic example of it. Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3 was peak gaming, and I very much liked Reach and everything like that.
Reach
But
is
that
good.
was where the decline, kind of started to happen. But then it kind of once they, other studios took over and then it went down the wrong path. But like there was never ever there's no excuse for how dominant Master Chief was in the gaming world and how dominant Halo was. It's so sad. It's so sad that it fell so far. You know what I mean? And that's why that's not due to fatigue. That's due to bad stories and bad gaming. There's a reason Mario has been relevant for all of these years. And it's because Mario has been relevant because they've taken care of the character and the properties, and they've had some missteps along the way. We know that, but they've course corrected when they had those missteps. Halo just started, like Call of Duty is starting to course correct a little bit. I'll give them credit for that. They're not back to the glory days, but there's no such thing as fatigue. I reject that completely. What is Jay laughing about?
Can you pull up?
He's laughing at Project Egg Roll for 5.
Can you pull up their super chat? Can you pull it up, Jeremy? It just went past.
Yeah, let's see. By the way, Josiah, I banned your account earlier. I don't know if you
I can't read it because it's racist.
My account.
So somebody else is gonna
there
have
was
to
somebody pretending to be you, and I banned it, and everybody in the private chat was like, "Did he just ban Josiah from the chat?" There we go.
Why do people love iPhones and Apple products? Because
No. Read it again. You read it wrong.
Oh, why do my people love iPhones and Apple products? Because the greatest gifts are the ones your children made.
CCP is asshole.
Can we get some eggs in the chat for Project Egg Roll?
Hey, they have a podcast and they're Asian.
They have a podcast and they're Asian.
2 birds and 1 stone.
Damn.
Oh, that's really good. That was
Hell
really
yeah.
good.
Hell
yeah.
That was good.
The Rant Man with another 199 says, started a channel just to fight back. Hail G&G.
Hail. Good luck
Hail
with your
to you.
channel.
WG member for 6 months says, this one's free.
WG is the man. We appreciate
WG
WG.
is a G.
50.
50?
No. That's earlier. He dropped the 50.
Okay.
All those eggs.
The Gatekeepers Dynamo. Wait.
Jay, what's wrong?
Eggs
Damio? The Gatekeepers Damio? For 199 says, does Jay still carry the candy? Do you?
Jay?
Still carrying the candy?
Yeah, sure.
He doesn't get it.
Well,
He doesn't get it.
He still carries the candy.
What does that mean?
Don't tell him. Don't tell him, guys.
Oh
Just
my
let him.
God. I'm gonna Google all these things.
Oh no.
Candy?
What's the other one? Black men bathroom.
Oh my God.
You're not gonna be able to-
Oh, you might want
Oh,
to turn
you
on
don't do that.
incognito mode before you look that one up. Marcus Henry for 2 says Rolos are weird.
Jay, no.
Jay's in the
Do it.
Google Black man.
You gotta go on DuckDuckGo if you're gonna look for any of that stuff, man. Don't go
No,
on Google.
Jay.
Do it on your phone. Do it on your phone, not your gaming computer.
You know, when you take that shit in the Geek Squad, they're gonna look through everything, right? When your computer breaks, it's like, you know.
You don't look
Wow,
that
he's
kind
so
of stuff
intense
up on
right
your
now.
gaming
Look at him.
computer.
He's so focused.
I'm deleting my history. You guys are sick and perverted people. You know that? What was the other one I was supposed to look up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Eggs.
Brad Robert for $9.99 says the Dark Knight Rises sucked. Worst Bane ever.
I wouldn't say that. The worst Bane ever
Not
was
a great Bane.
Batman and Robin Bane was the worst Bane.
At least
ever.
he was a Mexican wrestler. At least
Doesn't
he was
matter.
a luchador.
Bane.
Yeah, he was a little cringe.
That was
He
bad.
A little cringe.
That was
He was
really
a Poison
bad.
Ivy simp. And I didn't
I mean,
like it.
like the thing about Nolan's trilogy is like Nolan took a lot of liberties in his trilogy. That's something that I don't think gets recognized enough. He took a lot of liberties within Batman Begins and Dark Knight. Like, so what we saw with the Dark Knight Rises, I think the Dark Knight Rises is significantly a worse movie than Batman Begins or the Dark Knight. I think there's a lot of mistakes that were made in that movie that weren't in the other two movies. There's a lot of cringy stuff. I still love the movie, but I acknowledge that there's a lot of problems with it. But it was definitely the more comic booky of the three movies, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was good because it had a lot of problems.
Really,
with it, but
I felt like Batman Begins was more comic booky than the
yeah,
rest of them.
I felt with the I felt with Bane and with the Batwing flying around, just some of the over the top kind of stuff that was in the Dark Knight Rises. I felt like that's what separated it. So I felt like it just kind of went into that more fantastical world a little bit than the other two movies did. But I know what you're talking about with some of the Scarecrow stuff and
the whole Arkham Island at the
Yeah.
end of Batman Begins. It really almost kind of felt Tim Burton-esque a little bit.
When I say comic booky, it's not so much that it's referencing it as far as it just has the fantastical feel. And I feel like Dark Knight Rises kind of had more of that fantastical feel than the other two films that felt a little more grounded in reality. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue Dark Knight Rises is a great movie. I love it, and I still think it's a decent movie, but it's nowhere near the first two. Nowhere. Not even close. And objectively one of Nolan's worst movies, which still doesn't mean it's bad because he hasn't really made bad movies.
Shin Kashiki for 5. Have you seen the trailer for The Blackening? I saw it when I went to go watch John
I saw
Wick
the
4.
poster. Yeah, I saw the poster.
I'm sure Jay probably just saw Blackening with that search that he just put on Google. I have not, though. Not yet. I have not.
Oh, man.
Blackening?
Should I read this name?
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Should I?
Welcome to Ryan's world.
All right. The Libertarian Click Commander for 10 says The Dark Knight is a terrible Batman movie because the movie would be just as good without Batman. It was a great, gritty crime drama.
No.
So you're gonna make up a
Everybody's
hero.
entitled
You're
to
gonna
their
make up a hero out of nowhere and throw him into this universe, or you're gonna like do some super cop. That's not gonna work.
I will agree that the Batmaning in The Dark Knight, I felt like the whole Batman just mantra was better in Batman Begins than Dark Knight. Like Batman as a whole, like Batman being Batman and Batman Begins was more prevalent than The Dark Knight.
Batman Begins is a better Batman movie than The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight's a better movie than Batman Begins slightly. They're both great, but I still don't. I reject this argument that Heath Ledger made The Dark Knight. He didn't make The Dark Knight. He was fantastic in The Dark Knight, but he was only in the movie for 30 minutes. He's only on screen for 30 minutes. It's a 2.5-hour movie. The person that made the movie is Christopher Nolan. Because if you think that Heath Ledger was in the movie for more than he was, that's because Nolan made you feel the presence of the Joker even when he wasn't on screen, which you feel consistently. So I reject the whole Heath Ledger made the movie. Gordon is my favorite person in the entire trilogy. Like Oldman's Gordon.
Gary Oldman as
fantastic.
Gordon, spot on.
I thought Aaron Eckhart gets overlooked. He's great as Two-Face.
he's
He plays
great.
both sides of that fantastically.
Yep.
The only weak point in The Dark Knight is Maggie Gyllenhaal's ugly ass. That's it. What is Jay laughing at? I'm trying to make a
Gun Ho
point.
Mac. He's laughing at Gun Ho Mac for 5. Says Dark Knight Rises is what Jay saw in the black man bathroom.
I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it, man. I'm sorry. I saw that come through. I was like, what the frick?
Oh man,
Man. Oh man.
Oh,
Yeesh.
God, that was good. Dang, that was good.
That was fun.
Weston 48 for 5 says I'd pay good money to see Ripa go ghost hunting.
Hey, I think I can make it happen.
We'll let
I think
him
we
know.
can make that happen.
Soul Fiend, member for 22 months, says G&G.
G&G.
Thank
Libertarian Click Commander says, Jeremy, you just made my point. No, I didn't. Because I think that obviously, like, what's the most iconic scene in The Dark Knight? What's the first scene? What's the most iconic scene?
In The Dark Knight, when the
Yeah.
hospital explodes, the hospital explosion.
Jeremy
The
talks.
interrogation scene. That's the most iconic scene. That's the one people. The interrogation scene with Batman and Joker. Remember that?
I would say
That's
it's between
iconic.
that. It's either between that or the hospital explosion.
And obviously, like Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne is fantastic, which is an extension of Batman. What the fuck, Jay? We're trying to talk.
Every time you start talking, someone sends a super chat about me in a black bathroom.
Butt crack
In a
sniffer.
black bathroom.
Butt crack sniffer for 10 says I saw Jay in the black man bathroom. I'm traumatized. Thank you, butt
So-
crack sniffer.
Every time you start talking, somebody said something. I'll spit on myself. Oh man, I was laughing so hard. It came out of my lip. God dang it. That was funny. Oh.
There's
Did
gonna be a
y'all see
lot
that?
of memes about Jay. Where's
Oh,
Krista?
it's
She
awful,
just
man.
disappeared.
Here.
Krista's embarrassed.
I am. That's my dad. Embarrassed.
Man.
Hayden
Those
for
have been
20.
funny.
Hayden for 20 says Ghost plus Ghouls, a Geeks and Gamers channel. That's for you, Jeremy. Take it if you want it.
Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna be renaming the Geeks and Gamers Live to D-Day Cobra Gaming, so I can do my gaming over here from my D-Day Cobra channel. I'm trying to avoid creating new channels.
Jeremy talks. Every time Jeremy talks, somebody.
He's gone, man. We
Every
lost
time
him.
he tries to make a point, somebody sends a super chat about black people bathrooms. Man.
Oh, God. Are you talking
Oh,
about
my God.
Marks Manov?
Yeah.
Marksman for 2 says Jay was the only black in the black and man bathroom. Yeesh.
Oh wow. Oh shit.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Bird up for 5 says Ripa, set your flashlight down. Sean Connery wants to tell you that he's dead.
That's pretty funny too.
I think Mage Demon dropped 5 more about 10 minutes ago. 5 more. We've had 162 new members just during this
Wow.
stream. Mage
Right.
Demon losing his mind, and I'm
Legend.
here for it. Mage Demon, please, like, I'm serious. Don't break yourself. Like, if you got the money, please give it to me. But like, if you don't be taking food off the table to give us gifted memberships. You've dropped a lot over the last few days. So, are you okay, Jay?
Every time you talk, man.
Magnum Norse for 10. First EpicVerse movie is Wrong Bathroom. Right time starring Jay.
God dang it.
He's dying over there. Oh man.
Hayden just dropped 20 gifted memberships.
20.
Same for you, Hayden. Don't go broke. But if you got the money, I'll gladly take it. Holy shit. We're up to 180. We're going to break 200 new members tonight on Tuesday.
Dang.
Let's go.
That's awesome.
Shout out.
I have a YouTube channel too.
Wow.
Shout out.
Well,
Wow.
Corn Pop. Corn Pop, what are you doing?
He's just dropping some change on the table, man.
Look at this. Look at he says. Nips is fucking with me. What is happening right now? on this
Oh,
They just want to see Jay laugh.
jeez.
Keep pushing.
Sludge
dizzy.
3111 gifted 5 Geeks and Gamers memberships earlier. Thank you.
Thank you.
Moto lit. Mage Demon for 2. It's my black and back money, so we all good.
Oh man. Oh, home.
Got that budget set just for this.
Oh my god.
You want me to read this one, Jeremy?
Yeah, go for it.
Marksman for 5 says black and man bathroom, not liable for back problems or a leaky anus. Please consult a doctor. Is gape persists more than 3 months? Use at own risk. User discretion is advised.
Man.
Oh my God. 200. So Hayden just hit 20 more. We are over
Whoa.
200
Man, that's awesome.
members
Go.
on this stream.
Let's go.
Boom. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you, Mage Demon. Thank you, everybody who has
Huge.
gifted memberships. Holy crap.
Taters Vivo for 5. BBCs, huh? Well, see you later.
Oh, man.
Yeesh.
This stream has been funny as hell, man. God,
Hell yeah.
you guys are the best. You guys are the best.
Motolicious for 10. There was some bill recently to secure schools under the Fed Department of Education, but it was denied for funding. If funding is an issue, what happened to all those trill rounds purchased under Jade Helm?
You don't want the feds dealing with that shit. Let the states deal with it. Ultimately, the more power that you give to the federal government, the more they will use it against you. Even if they give it to you in the guise of, I don't want to get too political, but even if they give you in the guise of like, we're doing nice things for you, don't take it. Don't take it. It's a bad deal every time.
Yep. Over 2,500 still watching. I don't know why you're still watching, but we appreciate you being here. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. That is a simple request from a simple man.
Lovecraft Arms for 5 says, you guys need to hook up with the Forbidden Frontier guys, Gary, Quarterblack, Garrett, and Adam if you go ghost hunting. That's right up their alley.
That would be cool. I mean, we could make this a huge thing. That would be amazing. It'd be amazing.
This is my tune for 5 says, without Ryan, I wasn't sure who Jay was going to interrupt. I think we found out it's going to be Beardo. Jay don't fear no Beardo. Jay did take my intro and spoke during my intro more than I did.
He did. I did? Yeah.
It's okay.
He's taking advantage of the moment, right?
Apologize, Jay. Apologize.
I'll let it slide.
My bad. My bad.
General Duality for 5. Hail to the panel. Did y'all see the playthrough for Tears of the Kingdom? It looks amazing.
Yes, it does. And I'm going to get further into it, but I mean, I think that the game's going to be considered, for Game of the Year. I think it looks like they've corrected on some of the problems from the previous game in terms of like the weapon system and things like that. So yes, I'm excited for Tears of the Kingdom. I can't wait.
There you go. Gun Home Mac for 5, referring to earlier, I probably deserved my timeout.
Where's Johnny?
Yeah, I heard that.
He got timed out in my live stream too.
It's Johnny.
He was a troll. I was like, mods, don't time him out. He's okay.
2 War Vet member for 2 months with a member message says, thank you to the MVP who gifted me another month of membership.
Nice.
Thank you. Grandmaster Chris for $4.99. Wish I could meet you guys in Orlando, but I'm going to be at attendance for my first live WrestleMania this weekend. Hope you guys have a great time.
Cool.
I've been to one WrestleMania. I went to WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans. That was the Daniel Bryan when he won, the whole Yes movement was happening. That was when Stone Cold, The Rock, and Hulk Hogan opened the show in New Orleans. I have never, ever heard a crowd go crazy like they did when Stone Cold. So first, it was Hulk Hogan was obviously announced because he was the host of WrestleMania 30. Stone Cold and The Rock were not announced. So Hogan's out there cutting a promo, and then the glass breaks. It was like an earthquake that when Stone Cold's music hit. It was like an earthquake, and he came out there, and of course that was the first time I believe Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan ever been face to face, in a ring. And that was incredible. And then after Stone Cold cut his promo, then The Rock's music hit. And then that sent it to a frenzy. And then so you had The Rock, Stone Cold, and Hulk Hogan all in the ring together for the first time. It was amazing.
XSL for 5. Jay, did you know that black bathrooms are cursed, meaning people don't return? Look up Going Black and Never Going Back.
Holy Jay.
Again, might want to go on incognito mode.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I'm gonna eat some food. I'm gonna get ready for Fortnite.
I want
all right.
food.
Yes, I'm gonna make some food right now. Get ready for Fortnite. Where is everybody streaming tonight?
I'm not gonna stream it. So
you're not gonna stream it. Okay.
I'll play, but I won't stream.
Okay, Jay, are you gonna stream on Twitch? You're gonna stream on Twitch? Okay.
So Jay was supposed to play last night with us, and because Rolo
I walked to the bathroom because
respond,
I'm a human being. Okay,
Yeah.
I've got needs. I had to go to the bathroom. At that moment, Jay's like, "Can I join? Can I stream?" And I was like, I came back 5 minutes later. I was like, "Yeah, of course, man." He's like, "Well, see you later."
Yeah, he got
15 minutes
butt
later,
hurt. He got butt
and then-
hurt, and he's like, "No, I'm not playing with you guys."
There's like 7 people on the stream. It's like,
Bro,
you
there
guys
were
got plenty.
four, and then Jeremy left, and we had 3 the entire night. Come
It
on,
was-
man, give me a break.
No, it was 6.
No,
Never
not even,
six.
not even close.
We
Not
started
even
out
close.
playing trios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back and watch on Locked and Loaded
I'll
Latinos.
pull
You'll
it
see
up
the
right
proof
now.
here. You'll see the proof here.
It's true.
All right, go follow Jay and watch him on Twitch. Follow us on Locked and Loaded.
No,
Latinos.
I was only there just like chill out.
She was the hype woman, okay? She was hyping us up right there. She was meeking the chat all night.
Meeking gamers.
So I'll see you guys at
Locked and Loaded Latinos. Go subscribe over there to the YouTube channel. Rolo will be streaming over there. Jay will be streaming on his Twitch channel.
Yep, go ahead and follow us. See you
We're
guys
not
later.
Right now, we're just
Not
letting
yet.
you know what we're doing later.
Yep, it's later.
Yep. Bye, Rolo. Take it easy.
Later,
buddy.
guys.
Hey, man.
Pyro Rampa for 5 says, Jay, I hear there's a hot dog eating contest in the Blackened Man bathroom. Good to know. Chris Stallings gifted 10 Geeks and Gamers memberships earlier. Thank you. Stephen Wasick for 10. Anna used to use, and here we go, in her intro. Another iconic line, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
And I think that would go into, like, at least that would strengthen his point earlier, because he's saying that you can take Batman out of it. But I think that's Christian Bale's Batman is like, if you don't have a strong Batman, a lot of that doesn't work. I think that the problem is we have so many strong supporting things around Batman that you don't appreciate what you have there. I mean, Christian Bale is objectively one of the greatest actors on the planet. I think that his Batman voice is a little weird, and I think Nolan did a lot of post-production on that voice, by the way. I think he added something to that. But I think that Christian Bale's my personal favorite Batman, for no doubt about that. So I just think everything lines up perfectly in The Dark Knight and in Batman Begins. You see how Christian Bale is with his interactions, the stuff with Rachel, even with Rachel not being an attractive person, even though the Joker tried to tell us she was. I think it all works. The Dark Knight is a perfectly done film in so many different aspects. That the high point is Ledger's Joker. I'm not disputing that, but he's only in the movie for 30 minutes.
Well said.
Yeah.
Thunder Chicken Gaming for 5
Thunder
says,
Chicken
Demon Slayer outsold the entire U.S. comics industry in 2020.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Shaker Maker gifted a Geeks and Gamers membership earlier. Thank you.
Mage Demon just dropped 10 more. 10 more
dude.
Gifted memberships. Holy
Guacamole.
crap.
Shout out. Corn Pop for $1.99. Free, not Corn Pop.
I don't understand.
It's all cryptid. It's all cryptid messaging.
I don't know what Corn Pop is talking about. Like, apparently there's a not Corn Pop in the chat that he's upset about that's been banned or hasn't been banned. I'm not really understanding the dynamic there yet. So I don't know.
Rhino Helix for $10 says, now we know what color Jay's next Achromatic Chronicles book is going to be.
Oh, man.
I think I have an idea, too.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, but it's not that.
Me Lord Grand Darth Starweaver for 5. If you want American comics to come back, go back to the prices of the 40s to 70s. 10 cents to 60 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jace, the Pop Culture Vandal member for 2 months, says, hot take, Batman Return dabs on every Batman movie, even The Dark Knight.
What? I mean, Batman Returns is good, but
it's good. It's decent.
Batman 89 is
it's better than Batman and Robin and Batman Forever. Kendall the Cricket for 10. Where's
Wait,
Ryan?
what?
My other half.
Look, pull up Kennel the Cricket super chat.
Kennel
Look
the
at that photo.
Cricket?
Kennel the Cricket.
Hang on,
Look
it's
at
right
that
here.
photo.
Hang on, I'm trying to find. There it is. Here we go.
I was
Different ways.
What is
I think
that?
Chris Varicella made that.
What in the hell is
Sounds
going
about
on?
Where's my other half?
Here's Corn Pop. Free not Corn Pop. Eyes SOS with eggs. I don't know what the fuck you're saying, and I love it. Like, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Very vehement about that, though. Wow.
Back down the revenge for 137.50 cents for not American currency. LeBron should win an Academy Award for Best Acting every damn game.
Every game. He's a trash person, trash player. Fuck him.
Yeah. Eric K, member for 19 months, says, lost so much okay, do I really have to read this one? Lost so much respect for Beardo and Jake this stream, but Batman is not a 160-pound guy who can be beat up by an angry 12-year-old girl. Well, I missed the part where he was beat up by a 12-year-old girl. Missed that part of the movie. B.S. Warren for $2. Jay, I think you could beat Eric in Mahjong. Mahjong.
What do you think about that, Jay?
You could beat Eric in Mahjong.
What is that?
It's gonna get me. What is that?
Look at his eyebrows.
He's about to Google it right now.
How do you spell it?
Jay's Google's gonna be really messed up.
Messed up. But junk?
Don't Google that.
All right. How does Krista know and not me?
I didn't say I know.
What are they doing to you over there at that house?
I heard something behind me. I don't know what it was. Would not be calling pranks.
Oh man.
Critic 19 Adam, member for 2 months, says Berserk is the best anime. The manga is sold in volumes, 43 of them at $39.99 a piece. They are beautiful hardbound books, though.
I have 2 copies of
Yeah,
Berserk.
they're at the house here too.
Mhm. Yep.
Sci-Fi is Life for $2 says G&G Dodgeball.
Hey,
Cool.
you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Such a great movie. We need to watch Dodgeball again. Like, we need to watch that at HQ when I get back. So I'm in Pensacola. So I've been in Pensacola for several days now. I'm not sure how long I'll be here, but I'll be back in Orlando soon. We got to get some work done, but yeah, good stuff.
Fantastic, Mr. Fox for 14 months says MCU in the toilet, and I'm okay with it. Screw them.
I'm okay with it too. They deserve it.
Some Norwegian guy for Norwegian $59 says G&G should play a basketball.
Basketball was awesome. That was an awesome movie. And I remember the Earnhardt scene in it was so good. So I dig it.
Sir Rounded by Idiots gifted 5 Geeks and Gamers memberships earlier. Thank you, Sir Rounded by Idiots.
Thank you.
Jesus Davila for $1.99 says nothing.
Nothing.
Need that.
Nothing. Christian Rocker with a 1-month membership says Warner Brothers tried to make the DCEU like the MCU in a matter of a couple years when it took Marvel over a decade. Yep, that was another part of their problem.
Yep.
My eyes see all from one direction to another, says Kill the Cricket. Yeesh.
Are you?
Looks like she's throwing up. Don't do that.
That photo's
So I haven't seen Steph laugh like that since I started playing this.
Damn!
So loud.
Guy says she's gonna fall again. So there must be some video evidence of her falling the
Somewhere.
first time.
She's gonna fall again.
Damn!
She's gonna fall again.
Damn.
Seen that one. That's good.
Where'd you find that, Jeremy?
Somebody on Twitter posted it and I downloaded it.
Oh. Okay.
I think Clown World might have posted it. You know what I mean? So I saw it and I downloaded it. I'm like,
I wonder what the context was.
I
You know, like what is happening? This had to have been in Florida somewhere.
Had to have been. Eric K
It was
for
Jay's
$2.
car. That's who was driving in there. Jay.
Eric K for 2 says, Jay, what the hell was that? No, Ryan, so you do that?
Yeah, Jay.
The
Jay,
heck, Jay?
what the heck, man? Why'd you do it?
Answer, Jay. Answer, Jay. All right, Beardo, Beardo, this is the part of the show where you got to start aggressively just reading and over talking everybody.
Okay, all right. I've been trying to, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to be rude. Taters Vivo for $3.69 says release a Chris Pratt clip.
Hey, there it is. You saw
Release it. Peter Charon, member for 44 months. D&D was a dumpster fire. It will flop. Marcus Henry for $2 says, was that Krista interviewing Chris Pratt?
What?
They were asking if that was
Bill-
you. They were really the chat really was enjoying that interviewer, so they're asking if that was you. They were wondering if that was Krista. So
No, she was really pretty.
It's a joke. Bill Sotheby for 15 months says, just realized I had a member chat available, but I have nothing to say, so corn pop.
That's good.
Mosaic Arts for $2 says Smash Bros movie, make it happen.
I think
we're
that's
getting
a possibility.
I think we're getting a little bit of taste of Smash Bros in this movie, right?
Yeah,
Little
maybe.
taste.
Tonberry Masta for $25 says you guys are great. Thank you, Tonberry Masta. We
Oh,
appreciate
thank
that.
you, Tom.
Yes. Peter Brady for $5 says, I'd like to see Henry Cavill play a Gandorf in Legend of Zelda
Ganondorf.
movie.
That would be
Ganondorf, sorry.
cool. That would be
Look at Epic Mike in the chat. He said big gulps.
Oh, we got Epic Mike in the house.
Meek.
Uh-oh.
Down to see him play
Meek.
Ganondorf.
Meek. Epic. Meek. Epic. Meek. Yeah.
And Nakwaman, abuser of Streamlabs for 1 month, says Beardo won't do it because he's scared, but will either Ryan or Ripa ever join us for premium Fortnite? Well, they're not here.
I was waiting to see how Beardo responds.
Well, they're not here.
Well, they're not here.
We'll ask him later.
later.
Mike Hill for $5 says Chris Pratt is Chris Pratt is interested joining James Gunn DC Universe. Bad timing for him to join?
Say that one more time.
That's worded a little bit weird. Chris Pratt is interested joining James Gunn DC Universe. Bad timing for him to join.
I don't think it's bad timing considering he's just getting started. I mean, obviously DC's a mess, but I mean, if he has a good relationship with James Gunn and they have a good working relationship, I think it's good timing from that perspective. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, you ask why we watch this show. For me, it was either this or watch Which Way the Toilet in the Land from Down Under flushes. Hey, I'm okay with that.
Hey, we'll take it. Thanks for the 5.
I'm okay with that.
Motolicious for $5 says middle finger to Seth Rogen and cast Chris Pratt in another Green Hornet reboot.
Let's go.
There you go. Roger G for $2 says Chris Pratt would make a great Oliver Queen Arrow. This is true. I think he would.
Yeah, he would.
He would make a good Green
What
Arrow.
is Corn Pop
I want to
talking
meet
about?
him.
Who, Corn Pop?
Yeah.
Sketch 174 for 2 months says, why, Jay? Why, man? Why'd you do it?
Jay, why'd you do it?
I got nothing.
Jolly Roger for 5 months says, Josiah, please make something like Clerks 1. Cheap but brilliant. Back when Kev was okay. Can't wait for the EpicVerse. Hail.
So, yeah, I haven't talked to Josiah about this really, but like I had an idea a long time ago, like even before I started Geeks and Gamers, about because I do like old school Kevin Smith movies, especially Clerks. I think Clerks 1 and 2 are just phenomenal movies. I haven't seen the latest Clerks movie. I'm not sure if I'll watch it because Kevin Smith's such a bitch now. But
It came out already?
Yeah. Clerks 3's out. But I had an idea about something based in retail from that. And so once Josiah really gets things rolling, we may have a conversation about that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I appreciate that. I don't remember who sent that super chat, but
Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, right now we're just, we're kind of building stuff from all sorts of different types of genres and stuff, and we're obviously kind of starting out when we come out of the gate with EpicVerse. A lot of it's going to be kind of us experimenting and testing and seeing what the audience likes as well, and so it's going to be kind of a little bit of an experimental phase there, and we definitely want to hear feedback from all of you when you are watching our stuff of, what are the things that you like? What are the things that you think we could go in different directions with, and some of that too. So yeah, definitely let us know when we launch EpicVerse as well. So thank you. Appreciate that.
Rudy Bernius for 5 says nothing.
Nothing.
Eldritch for $5. If you have a pool table, look up the pool game called Crud. It's like contact pool originating in military barracks. It's fun.
Look it up, Beardo. Let's make it happen.
We'll look it up. Fernando for 2 months says Men in Black new spinoff starring Jay, Black and Jay. Arthur Brown for $2 says K-pop is a bad dude. John Melich, member for 10 months, says, am I alone in being disappointed in John Wick 4? Some amazing action scenes, but too long, and the indestructible nature of John Wick removes the tactical element.
It sounds like you might be one of the few, that's for sure. I haven't seen it, but
man.
it seems like everybody loves it.
John Wick 4 is so incredible. I can't wait to go back to see it again.
The best. I want to see it again
good.
too. Yeah, it's so great.
Sir Paladin Thundercake for $2 says, why is Dane Cook gaming on Twitch? Why not? Why not?
I always found Dane Cook to be cringe.
He has a few good. He has a few good stand-up. Like his Vicious Circle was good on HBO, but like that's kind of about it. Steph's vibrator.
Whoa!
Wow!
Oh snap!
For 1 month. Whoa!
Black?
1 month. Says JCDC back in black bathrooms.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say something about Steph.
Nope.
I hope not.
Casey White for $1.99 says, I miss Corn Pop. Well, he's been floating around here. Mage Demon for $2 says, is Steph's vibrator still popping up in here? They just made an appearance. Cap 10 Cook, member for 2 months, says, Jay walked into the black bathroom and he ain't never coming back. It's Chewy71 for $5 says, sup to everyone from Geeks and Gamers. I want to give a special shout out to Christian's Tailgate in the Heights. Have a fun stream.
Thank you. Appreciate
you. Shout out. Sir Paldean Thundercake again for $2 says 4-pack, 3-pack, 2-pack, 1. Look ma, look pa, corn pop, run.
I was wondering where that was going.
All right. Bethesda's Lore Master for 2-month membership says, first, it's the furry life as a bear and cow. Then it's J&A's on feet. And now black in men's restrooms. Jay, what's the next kink to be revealed? What's the next one? Well, big gulps, huh?
I don't understand.
See you later. Mage Demon for $2 says, oh no, I just J&A's myself.
What?
Forgotten 1 month membership says first one's always free. Crone Pop. Okay. All right. Marksman for $2 says corn pop, popcorn, corn pop.
Corn Pop in the chat says this is bad. His first cohesive sentence talking about Beardo You see it?
Who said it?
Corn Pop.
When? TB Sassy Pants for $9.99 says, fun night, great job at Super Chats. Beardo, love hearing Steph laugh. By the way, Beardo, you're so handsome. Thank you.
No, look at that.
Beardo saved that one for that was perfect timing for Beardo. That was perfect timing right there.
It doesn't say that.
What? Yeah, it does.
I don't see that. Anywhere.
Mage Demon for 2 says, hey, Jay, would you eat a fully cooked Mandalorian potato?
No. I don't think so. I don't know what that is. Maybe some mac and cheese.
Get him some Mackers.
Yum.
Corn Pop for 99 cents says, nothing.
Nothing.
Marksman for $2 says, Corn Pop, what is your wisdom?
Right now, his wisdom, he just said nope and put an egg.
Harry Brownhole for a Canadian, $2.20. Says, thanks for bathroom advice, Jay. Great meek day, vid Krista.
You're welcome.
Mike Kill for 5 says, Jay, just bring a potato to Regal on Thursday and you could watch Dungeons and Dragons for free.
Really?
No, thanks for the advice. Sean Nagrinal for another $4.99 says, armed guards in every school. End of story. Politicians use our money for their bodyguards, but we can't protect our kids.
That's right. That's
Well
right.
said. Yep. Uncle Squatch for $5 says, shout out to Eric and Josiah. You inspired me to contribute to the Iron Age. I'm writing a fantasy series drawing inspiration from the Witcher books.
Good.
That's awesome. Yeah. The more people we have creating, the better. So
yes.
Great. Yep.
Dominic in the house. Dominic says Beardo's pulling a great rhyme with the super chats. Beardo's doing good. He's doing good. I know Corn Pop was hating on him though, which is pretty fucking funny actually. So.
No. DJ Nutsack for $5. Full offense, Beardo. Ryan reads super chats better and has a nicer hair and forehead. Well, I have a better beard, so I win.
Your face is red.
Your face is red. Sketch for $2 says, Jay, would you eat a raw Hannah sweet potato?
I don't understand. I don't know. Are they good for you? Probably
Mage
not.
Demon just dropped 10 more gifted Geeks and Gamers memberships. 220
Let's
on
go.
the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Incredible.
Hayden for 20. I fucking love this chat and crew. You guys rock.
20.
Thank you. Hayden for 20.
First beer
Again,
beer is on you, Hayden, when I see you in Vegas.
This is why I took such exception to Tim Pool, putting his chat on members only. And look, it's not to say you can't do a members only stream or a members only chat. It's that it's like me making Tuesday night's main event, like members only chat. That's such a douchebag move. The chat plays a massive role in these live streams, a major part of it. And so him doing that on his flagship show, total bullshit. So shout out to the chat. The MVP as always.
Shout out. Arthur Brown for 5 says, Halo died as soon as Microsoft hired people who hate Halo to make Halo. Plus, they learned all the wrong lessons from Reach.
It's true.
Motorlicious for $2 says, Jay, candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker.
Okay.
FMJ HP for $2 says, hold on to your spit buckets.
Hold on to your buckets. We don't use that enough. I got to put that on StreamYards.
Got to bring.
Hold on to your
you
bucket.
Get rid of that Canadian bear thing now.
No.
Put that back on there.
Krista, can you or Steph find the hold on to your buckets clip and get that uploaded to the StreamYards? Just the part where Jay, just a little bitty clip. It's on clips, isn't it? Where's that at?
It's on
Pretty
Twitter.
Sure.
It's on Twitter.
It is on Twitter. That's
Let me
right.
see
You
if
should
I
put it
have
on
it
clips
my
though.
phone. I'm gonna see if I have it on my phone still. Hold on to your buckets.
Hold on. Arthur Brown for another 5 says, also 343 put a journalist in charge of the story. Laugh my ass off. Frankie was the one Bungie employee who completely misunderstood Halo's lore, and they chose him.
I tend
Holy
to do that
crap,
a lot.
the chat is turning on me. Say no to bears. Cows in the chat instead.
Corn Pop for another 99 cents says, nothing.
Nothing.
I don't think you can say anything with 99 cents.
Marksman for 5 says, black and man bathroom, not liable for back problems or leaky anus. Please consult a doctor. If gait persists more than 3 months, use at your own risk. I think I already read that one, but thank you, man Marksman.
God, look at the chat.
Jace, the pop culture vandal for $5 says, which bathroom is scarier, Popeyes or a Waffle House?
I never been to either.
I think
You never been to a Waffle House, Krista?
No, I've been with you guys, but I never been to their bathroom because the floor was sticky.
Oh, okay. Waffle House is amazing.
I'm gonna say Popeyes.
Really?
Yeah.
Bird Up for 5 says, black and man bathroom is not the best place for Jay to remove his tapeworm.
Nope.
Oh my God.
Ian for $1.99 says Jay and Brie Larson's at a black man in bathrooms. Okay. Aiden Bergen for $5. Apparently, I got a G&G membership during the Daily Show, even though I wasn't watching. Same for the D-Day Cobra membership.
Nice.
Well,
Hey,
lucky for
man.
you.
The gifted memberships have been crazy, awesome. I hope that we probably need to do some type of member stream or something so we can kind of like make sure that that's being maximized, because you guys are all these gifted memberships. There's just so much I have to consolidate certain things we're doing at Geeks Gamers so we can maximize the things that we have going on. And I'm overwhelmed by the support, but I appreciate it. And I'm trying to make a serious point, and Jay just ruins
He
it.
says,
as usual.
serious question, egg.
That's why you interrupted me. That's why you interrupted me.
Come on.
This is not okay. It's just not.
They just keep putting that Canadian bear in the chat.
By the way,
Oh, man, it was absolutely amazing.
Shout out to Big Daddy being out of business now. Did you hear about that, Jay?
Your mic is real muffled right now.
Yeah, what
Jeremy.
the heck just happened?
All right, testing now.
There we go.
Yeah, better.
So, Big Daddy Unlimited filed their bankruptcy today. The sheriffs were at their place.
Did they really?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So I know people have asked us about that. So they brought us out on the range. We shot a lot of guns that day. It was awesome. There were conversations about us working with them. I was kind of reluctant upon that because I don't care about negativity or care what people say. But obviously there was a lot of stuff surrounding them with the gun buybacks and stuff like that. So there were a lot more conversations that we were having about working together, but I was looking at all of the issues that were surrounding them. And ultimately I just felt like it just felt like a used car salesman pitch that I was getting from them. You know what I mean? Not bad guys, but just, it seemed like we were being courted in a way that it seemed like
it wasn't beneficial to us at all.
Yeah. So it just I don't know. Ultimately, I hope they rebound. I hope they get everything turned around. But just wanted to acknowledge that because I know a few people brought it up. But we did not work with them anymore. And but I do hope they get things turned around because some of the guys that we met were genuinely good people. So.
Motorlicious for $2. We can find a secure Ukraine, but not the school. Oh, we can fund and secure Ukraine, but not the schools. Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy.
East Coast Toasty Boy for $5. Jay, here's some money to buy yourself a do-rag so those bathrooms aren't so intimidating. Let them know you're one within the homies. I just want to see you in one.
I just want to see you in one. I mean, I'm black from the waist down, so I could, oh God, Krista, look. Look at Jay.
Oh, he's wearing the cat. Look, yeah, I had to walk around with Jay all day while he wore that.
Jay, is that your new meme now?
Somebody was it Hayden that bought this for me?
No. It was Icanalus, I believe.
Oh yeah.
So I actually have this is a real video of Jay actually walking into the black bathroom.
Hey, guys. Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
Can we please recreate that? And Jay's wearing his Canadian bear outfit or a cow onesie. He just walks up out of a 7-Eleven. It has to be at nighttime, at 3 in the morning.
It has to be at night with a couple of black dudes staying out there drinking big gulps. And then Jay comes walking out in a cow outfit. Hey guys,
gotta put some cash in the hand.
Big gulps,
How much we talking?
See you later.
The Libertarian Click Commander for $2. Canadian Bear versus Black Mambas. Who wins?
Oh, that's a good one.
Who wins, Jay?
Jay?
Mambas.
Mambas? East Coast Toasty Boy for $2. More like black anacondas. Okay. All right. Well, see you later. Mage Demon for $2. Hey, Jay, an ATM isn't what you think it is.
Why is everybody super chatting needs? Thank you.
Jesus Davila for $2 says nothing.
Nothing.
Taters Vivo for $5 says Dark Knight Rises is meh in my opinion, but my favorite line is when Bane is behind Batman and says, "What?
What?
Is this for Jay?
Well, it's upside down. It's written upside down, but it says, "My dick's on the rise like you."
Okay.
I don't remember that part of that movie.
Mm.
I don't remember that. That must have been the Ukrainian version.
Hayden, and I know it's not the show for this, but obviously it's an important topic, and you're right about that. So, not the show for this, but something like $5 billion could put armed vets in every school in the U.S. for $80K a year. Sorry, had to say it. I made the same points last night on CobraCast. It's frustrating as fuck that, you know, we're in like watching those videos, man, knowing what was going on in real time there, and just understanding that a good guy with a gun could have prevented that from happening. That's what pisses me off more than anything. And it's so frustrating. I don't know if the reports were true that this person was going to target a different school, but they had potential security guards there. I'm not sure if that was true. I saw that report out there, but a good guy with a gun is always a better answer than a bad guy with a gun. So,
yep.
Cap
Sakin for $5 says to remove poop spell Black and Bacchus. Black and Bacchus. BS Warren for $2 says, bro, how are y'all not know what mahjong is?
I don't know what. Let me look it up.
What's mahjong?
Corn
Pop for 99 cents says nothing.
Nothing. Oh, it's like an online. Is it an online game? Is that what it is? It's like an online card game
or something, right? Like a
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Chris Arcella for $2 says I can't hear correctly, and then right after that, Kennel the Cricket for $2 says I can't see correctly.
Okay, that was good.
Oh,
that was
fuck.
good.
That was good. That was good timing right there.
That was really good. That was really, really good. Look, literally, like it's back to back. It's. I can't hear. Hang on. It's here he is. I can't hear correctly, and then the very next comment, I can't see correctly.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Chris Arcella for $5 says, "Hey guys."
Hey guys.
Thank you, Chris.
Big gulps, huh?
Big gulp. Well, see you later. Darian Murphy for $4.99 says Batman movie should have amazing gadgets and an amazing Batmobile. The Batman had average showings for both. I liked the muscle car Batmobile in the Batman. I thought it was cool.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's not the Tumbler. It's not the Batman '89, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's hard to
I was
top the
getting tired
Tumbler.
of the
The Tumbler's a
tanks.
good one.
Yeah.
Darian Murphy for I just read that one. Taters Vivo for $5. Majunk is what Jay screamed after the lights turned off in the bathroom.
What?
What?
No.
Huh? Let's see. Gun Ho Mac for $5 says if you're playing dodgeball, make sure they aren't black. Jay keeps getting hit in the face with them.
I don't know what to say anymore.
Fantastic Mr. Knox for $5 says, you ask why we watch this show. For me, it was either this or watch
Read
the
that
way
already.
the toilet in the land from down under flushes. Yeah, we read that. Super Mastermind for $5 says, play a versus game of Archon? If you can find a way to play it, the cursing would be amazing. Gonna
Not
have to look into
Arkham,
that.
right?
No, it's Archon. Archon.
All right, we'll look into it.
Play a versus game of Archon. Okay. Kindle the Cricket for 5 says, I've got no strings to hold on me, to make me fret or to make me frown. I had strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on me. Beautiful. Beautiful. Mage Demon for 2. Jay, here comes the men in back.
That's gross.
Yeah. Capsaicin for 5. Jay's next kink to be revealed literally. Blue balls.
No, that's my book.
By the way, real quick, this Saturday, Geeks and Gamers will be in Orlando at MegaCon. We will have a panel. So if you're interested to come hang out with us, the whole crew is going to be there. It's going to be exciting. Going to be a lot of fun. Going to get to meet a lot of you. So I'm really excited about that. And also Meta PCs. We have a landing page. The mods have been dropping links. So if you're interested in a new computer, go over to Meta PCs. Use the promo code GEEKS, GEEKS, and it will help us out a lot. Make sure you let them know that we sent you, and good stuff all the way around. So Saturday, MegaCon. Make it happen.
Saturday. Kindle's prolapsed anus for $5. Somebody please help me. He's destroying me nightly.
Gross.
There you go. Rhino Helix for $5. J Eagles Hotel Black in men bathroom. You can
What
check
is
out
this?
Super. You can check out any time, but you can check it any time you like, but you can never leave. It's a good one. Fantastic. Mr. Knox for 5 says Miss Bruh super chatting bruh.
I remember. Yeah, bruh. Good old bruh.
Mage
Look at
Demon
Corn
for 2.
Pop. Corn Pop just dropped a sticker with hearts. Corn Pop loves us. Corn Pop loves us. He was a bad dude, but he loves us.
Shout out Corn Pop. Mage Demon for 2 says Jay, do a backflip.
Huh? Why you
Do
pull
a
me
do a
up?
backflip.
I'm drinking water. It's Dr. Seuss, man. Green eggs and ham. How you
Sketch
not
for
know that?
$2.
Sam, I am.
Sketch for $2. Jay, would you eat
What
raw
the
Japanese sweet potato?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Dumb Cumpster for $1.99 says Jay's channel is in the black.
That's why Jeremy wants me on, because y'all super chat me. And not on my channel, but Geeks and Gamers channel. So do me a solid. I'm $100 away from like 72K. Somebody freaking buy a book or two.
Dwayne Sun for $1.99 says Jay, can you get your black bathroom buds on FNT?
Oh, I gave you top quality entertainment. Please buy a book.
Bird up for $2. Don't worry, Jay. It's only black if it hurts.
Oh my God, you guys are.
Corn Pop for another 99 cents says nothing. 2 War Vet for $5 says Big Gulps has a whole new meaning now. Oh man,
That's pretty good.
I'm not sure what currency this is. Tony Molina for 75 HNL. G&G Airsoft. Ya sabemos por qué Jay ama los baños de Haiti.
Not too bad. It's far better than I would have read it.
Yeah, I lived in
He said
SoCal
something
for a
about me
while.
in Spanish.
Spanish
language.
He said
Spanish.
Spanish.
I'm
I'm
tired.
guessing he's thinking how the baños, which is bathrooms.
No
were
one's
in
bought a
Haiti.
book. Thanks.
How are the bathrooms in Haiti, Jay?
No one's bought a book.
It's not. They're not good. It's outside.
Hayden for 5 says Mahjong is an ancient Chinese tile game. It's sort of like dominoes and chess.
Okay.
Samurai Vader for $2. Big Black J, how's it hanging? Tweet.
God.
Hayden for another 5 says, Jay, look out for that snake.
You too, Hayden.
Look out. Gotta look out. Jay's full utter chub for $199. Jay's full utter chub for $199. Hey Jay. Hey Jay, do you listen to the Black Guy Peas?
Oh man.
Marksman for $2 says no.
No.
Thank you, Hayden.
No.
Thank you, Hayden.
Mage Demon just dropped another 10 gifted memberships. And then Hayden says, there you go, Jay. I just put you over 72.
Thank you, Hayden. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Gracias.
That's awesome.
Mage Demon for 2 says black flip. Jay, do a black flip.
How you do that? Do you know how to do one?
Yes.
Beardo?
I can do like maybe on a trampoline or a diving board.
That's not what he
like
meant.
Into a pool.
He said black flip.
Anyways, Corn Pop for 99 cents says nothing. Drunk Emerald Arrow.
Hell yeah.
Drunk Emerald Arrow for 5 says nothing. They actually said nothing.
Nothing.
Thank you.
Looks like might be all caught up.
No, you have to go on the side. Remember, there's like the locals and stuff.
The side. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Beardo's done a really good job on reading the super chats tonight. Really appreciate that. We got a few more though. We got to get to. We got Marksman for $2. Says Jay, you opened the door for black people like cats. Holy shit!
Whoa.
God damn, you guys are all right. We're teetering too far, probably.
Yeah, we're
Magnum Norse for $5. I spend too much on super chats. I can't afford a $2 membership. I'd have to go into black bathrooms for that. Sketch says, Jay, would you eat a raw purple Majesty potato?
How do you freaking know all the different potatoes around the world? First of all, I give you props for that, number one. I just want a regular baked potato with butter and sour cream and maybe those little bits that they put on it. That's it.
Dan C. Gifted 5 Geeks Gamers member.
5.
And people are simply like, it's Google, Jay. Like all you have to do is Google a bunch of weird potatoes and he can ask you anything you want.
I don't have time for that.
On the Rumble side, JM the Elite Fan says difference between Eastern and Western entertainment is that Japan's IPs are made with heart and soul infused into it, whereas Western anymore is soulless corporate trash. You're not lying. JM the Elite Fan with 5 more bucks says, hey, Ripa, did you hear that Hassan's testicular fortitude died? Not that it was ever alive, but rest in peace nonetheless.
I can't wait to see what Hassan had to say about Ripa. So that'd be funny.
We'll let him know. On locals, Salty Source Rex with a $20 tip says, we already know Jeremy won't save Ryan or Jay by sucking Brie Larson's feet. Well, bonus round, Jeremy. Will you live with AOC for a whole year to save primetime 99 Alex Stein?
To save him?
To save him. Would you live with her for a year?
Yes.
Primetime Alex Stein is going down. There's no way it's happening. I came back just for that. AOC is the worst.
I think that I can have some impact on changing her mind and also convincing her that Alex Stein is her true love. So I'm going to take this opportunity to actually have some impact. Me licking Brie Larson's feet, there's no impact on that. It's just me licking her feet, which is horrible, and I would probably die. And he said living. He didn't say I had to do anything.
You just got to live with her.
Okay.
Got to live with her. On Rumble, the clear site for $1. Hi, all. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Eric. Hi, Jay. Hi, Rolo. Hi, Jake. Hi, Beardo. Hi, Krista. Hi, Steph. FJ, the cow human, for no reason at all.
The cow human?
Bro, Mage Demon with 10 more. 10 more. We are at 247. 247 memberships tonight.
Holy crap. JM the Elite Fan on Rumble for 5. Unpopular take, I know, but Tears of the Kingdom's mechanics shown in the trailer gave me the vibe of wide as the ocean, deep as the puddle. Seems like it'd get old fast. Happy for those. Let me scroll over. What? For those. Oh, happy for those excited.
That's fair. That's a very fair point for sure. I totally understand that, and it might not work for everybody. But I think that a ton of people are going to go crazy over this game. Mage Demon just dropped another gifted membership. Just one.
Just one.
248 now.
Let's go.
Mage
Weston for $5. Jay, don't forget when in the black men in a bathroom, you to whisper your wish into the hole in the stall.
Oh no. Oh no.
Thank you.
I think I understood that reference. Taters Vivo for $2. Jay, would you eat a fully raw Taters Vivo? No homo.
I know.
J-Rock member for 2 months. D-Day Cobra. Can Jay get Brie Larson's feet on FNT?
I mean, Brie Larson's feet's been on FNT way too many times as it is, so I'm sure that could probably happen. Mage Demon just dropped another gifted membership.
Let's go.
Actually, he dropped one more. He dropped 2 more. We're at 250. Mike Hill just dropped one. We're at 250 now. I'm sorry. So wait, then Mike Hill. No, Mike Hill's got it at 251. So Mage, it worked. You got us to 250 with your 3 individual gifted memberships, and then Mike Hill puts us over 251. Insane.
Chris Arcella, member for 12 months, says Jay's favorite food is fried chicken.
Jay doesn't even know how to respond.
Bird up for 5. Potatoes aren't good for your tapeworm, Jay. Black tapeworms matter.
I give up. I don't even know. I do
A70
like chicken,
Garage member for 1 month says, speaking of member perks, when are we getting a meek emoji?
Krista?
I'll make it happen.
Like there's so many membership perks you probably have right now, Krista.
Meek, epic, meek.
Momani for $2. Jay, would you ever eat a Shetland black potato?
I don't know.
Corn Pop with another 99 cents.
Why don't you guys just send me all these potatoes and I'll like have them here.
Yeah.
See you later. Kennels prolapsed a noose for $2. Jay, would you ever eat a Shetland pony? Dilk first.
Wow, the Shetland black potato is really black.
I don't want to Google anything anymore because what I saw, it's not good.
Holy shit, man!
I'll send pics, Jay. I'll send you pics.
Okay.
I need this audience to understand how you guys make the show so good. We go for like 2 hours. We have some really good discussions. You know, we talk about everything going on. I think we have some really good stuff that we entertain the audience with. And then when we get to super chats, like you guys make this show. It's crazy how funny it is.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sitting here taking it all. All right.
Yeah.
And
That's
you're
the
just
point.
like, yeah, Man of Steel, I don't like it. And Chris Nolan is a good director. While
He's the
everyone's
best.
asking me to
He's the
eat
best.
potatoes in bathrooms.
Yeah, that's the whole point, Jay.
Okay.
That's why you're here.
All right.
It's
Just
okay.
checking.
Yeah, it's okay.
Canadian bear.
On the Streamlabs side, Grundy Peebo for $3. I was watching Razor Fist on America First, and at the end, he mentioned having a Western-themed comic in the works. Then a few days later, Rippaverse sends an email about 2 projects to be announced that aren't ISOM related. Coincidence? Anak Maman for $3. Question for the panel. What's more likely to happen? A, Lucasfilm hires a competent woman for a position of power, or B, Brian Stelter has sex with a woman, or C, the Marvels has no identity politics, or D, Biden doesn't assault any girls for the rest? And it cuts off.
None of the above is the answer.
Yeah, there's none of those. None of those
the
options.
above.
None of those is an option, really.
Anak Maman with another $3. Dr.
Bob
Nova.
says I'm gay in the chat. Sorry.
Who said that?
Corn Pop.
Oh.
Encino Man for $3 says, Dr. Nova, as a licensed gastroenterologist, I have an important medical question that only you can answer. If you burp, fart, and sneeze at the same time, will you explode?
Was that for Krista?
It was for
Yep.
Krista. It was for Dr. Nova.
Doctor? I'm not a doctor.
Can you answer the question?
Will you explode? No one's ever done it. I think only Jay. I know.
And he's still here, so.
Jay's not even part of it. He still gets memed by Krista.
I know.
Jared the American for $1.99 says, congratulations on Jay for being potato pregnant. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jay.
Mage Demon for $5 says, black man I don't like bathrooms or green eggs and ham. Jay is my name. Black bathrooms my game. What's the difference? I'm still lame.
Maybe Mage Demon is corn pop.
Maybe he is.
I'm not lame.
On the Streamlab side, Chad Thundercock for $6.69. Play the clip of the fat bitch hitting the car so Steph laughs.
Oh my gosh.
Damn!
All it takes is one.
Internet. I need you to find out, like, what's the story before? Like, what happened before? Do we have information? I'll bring the guys that recorded that clip on here. Like, I need to know more about this.
I can tell you that today at Walmart, I saw the car that had the dent. They put a Wile E. Coyote sticker on the car where the dent was right in the back of the rear quarter panel. And I was like, that's a pretty good way to cover up what happened there. I couldn't believe it. I was like, if I ever get a dent in my car, I'm doing that.
Chris Arcella with $5 more says the 1845 Irish potato famine happened because Jay ate all of the potatoes.
What is the potato meme, Jay? Like, where
I have
did
no
that one
idea.
come from?
Do you not like mashed potatoes or something? Or I don't know.
I like mashed potatoes. Mike Hill for $5. Steph, you have an opinion on the new Power Rangers special coming up.
Ooh, yeah, Power Rangers, once and always. That's exciting. The Blue Ranger and the Black Ranger coming back. Like, Rita's back. It's exciting. I'm really excited for it.
I don't know anything about Power Rangers, so I never followed it.
Dope.
I never followed it. By the way, Culver's has mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
Just want to point that out. Okay.
Magnum Norse for $5. You can easily fix Bree's feet over AOC's brain. Just add lotion. You can't add a nervous system to a brain.
I don't know about it.
Oh, that's funny.
Can both things be true at once?
Dan C for $5. Beardo is killing the super chat reads, even throws in a Ryan mannerism occasionally. It's only because I've been listening to him for the past several months.
That's true.
Doing this. Taters Vivo for $2 says, I'm sitting here taking it all. Jay, 2023.
Yeah.
You guys better go show Jay some love on Twitch after this.
Go buy his book.
He's been a good sport.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going live on Twitch, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Marcus Henry for $1.99 says Jay is the comedic relief for levity.
Levity.
He's the best of us.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best.
Yep.
Kinnell's prolapsed anus for $2. I love having y'all read dumb things. Simple J. Kate J for $4.99. Anything new with the Jonathan Majors case? Missed the AM stream on it this morning.
Not that I know of. There's been no new developments that I've been aware of. I've kind of been paying
Weird.
attention to the whole Nashville thing, so I've been a little sidetracked on that. But what's up, Jay?
It's been a weird case.
I've seen some things
But
coming
man,
out.
Josiah's videos are all messed up, man.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Hollywood has got another one, ladies and gentlemen. And this is absolutely crazy. You're not going to believe what just happened here. We're going to keep an eye on this, but they've got another one. I was like, dang, man, my video got 5,000 views. It's got like 100,000. Like, we literally said the same thing, but different. That is awesome. Your Mel Gibson video, man, I almost called you just to be like, man, why'd you do that to me? Like, we must protect Mel Gibson at all costs. Look at this picture he posted on Twitter with the lady who lost the governorship from Arizona. Oh, the elites are going crazy over this. Protect Mel Gibson. What do you guys think of this picture? I'll see you in the next video. I was like, that's it? That's freaking it?
This video has over 500,000 views.
I know. I freaking know. I was like, God dang, man, it's so awesome.
Oh man,
Mage Demon for $2 says, my potatoes are salty like my eye rain. Okay.
What?
I don't know.
I love it, Joe. Don't get me wrong, Si. I love it.
Bird up for
know that you made a
$2.
video about Mel Gibson.
He's got the best screen. He's got the best screenshots, man.
I'll have to go watch
his-
yours now.
Yeah.
His thumb clips are the best.
I'll give it another view, Jay.
It sucks. Don't watch it.
I'll be looking at like 3 videos. One will be from like D-Day Cobra. One will be from Josiah. One will be from Jay. And like Josiah's screen grabs like get me
His
every time.
thumbnails
Like,
are the best.
I
Dude.
can't. Nobody else can win. And then I'm like, man,
I know.
They're
can't
so
stop.
Good. They're so good.
Bird up for 2. Jay, can you feed potatoes to Brie Larson's feet?
Maybe. Looks like them things can eat.
Corn Pop with another.
Yeah, Beardo couldn't answer that one.
Yeah, they do. Corn Pop for 99 cents drops a dog sticker.
Hey.
Woof.
Yeah. Corn Pop with another 99 cents with a banana peel.
Oh.
And are we caught up?
We're caught up.
I think
We
that's
are
caught up.
caught up, boys. Now we're gonna go live. So Rolo's gonna be on his channel, Locked and Loaded Latinos. Jay's gonna be live on his channel, Drunk 3PO, over on Twitch. Anybody else gonna go live?
I'm gonna play Resident Evil. We're at the very end. I probably got about 2 hours left.
Oh,
so if
nice.
you guys want to
Ooh,
see the
nice.
end, the conclusion of Resident Evil 4 remake, I'll be streaming that over on my Twitch channel,
Very
Fear
nice.
the Beardo.
There we go.
Nice.
Josiah, you want to play with us?
You down, man?
I think I'll be
Yeah.
down. Yeah. Let me
Let's go.
let me check out a
Yes.
couple things, but yeah, I should be able to make that work. So
Okay.
I'm looking for a
Oh,
Mel
yeah.
Gibson photo as we speak.
So I'm not gonna stream it because I'm not sure if my setup will handle it or not. This computer no doubt will handle it, but for whatever reason my settings are jacked up. So I'll have Rolo look at it when I get
We'll
back
figure it out.
to Orlando. But I will be playing with these guys, so definitely go show Rolo some love and show Jay some love. Jay was our punching bag tonight, so make sure you reward him in his
It's all
chat.
love, baby. It's all
So,
love.
all right, guys. So thank you all. Thank you to Beardo. Did a fantastic job tonight. Sincerely hope Ryan
Yes.
gets feeling better. No bullshit, no memes, obviously. But thanks to Jake the Viking for being here. He was awesome. Glad Josiah got to show up and give us some EpicVerse news. Thank you to Rolo. Thank you to Krista. Thank you to Steph. Thank you to the chat, most importantly, because you guys continue to make
MVP.
this the best
Mage
stream.
Demon.
5 more
Five.
gifted memberships. Holy crap.
Jeez.
Holy crap. What a banger. What a banger this has been, man.
man
This
on
has
a
been
mission.
yeah, it's crazy. I don't think we can raid Rolo. There's all type of, it's weird to rate on YouTube. You have to give
YouTube's weird.
the channel you're rating has to make sure you give access to the channel. This channel
I
has to
see you page.
it's
All
weird.
good.
So Locked and Loaded Latinos over on YouTube. So if you want to go
Drop
over
the
there,
link.
drop the link now, Rolo, and you guys can go and then Drunk 3PO on Twitch, and then Beardo's going to be finishing up Resident Evil 4 over on Fear the Beardo Twitch. Josiah's going to join us. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate all the love and support. The only reason we're able to do this is because of all of you. We will see you in Orlando at MegaCon at the panel on Saturday. And please go to Meta PCs and support us over there. We appreciate it. There's the link over to Locked and Loaded Latinos. And you got Jay's Junk 3PO on Twitch. Corn Pop with a sticker that says vlog. That's all it says. Just says vlog. Does that mean Corn Pop wants more vlogs? Krista Steph?
Maybe.
Looks like that's what we're going to do. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. We'll be live tomorrow for Geeks and Gamers Daily. I don't know if Ryan will be joining us or not, but if Ryan's not there, maybe Jay or somebody can join us. We'll see.
And Wednesday Night Fortnite tomorrow night on the main channel as well.
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you guys. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you,
Have a great night.
Thank
you, everyone.
Thank you. I'm gonna full screen Jay as we end this. So there's Jay right there. So bye everyone. Have a good night, and we'll talk to all of you.